The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Friday, January 30th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money, predicted sports people. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. Remember, as always, to let it ride.
This is Randy Cross. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Nothing like one of our hosts dropping out as we go live. YouTube.com/the college experience. Hit that like and subscribe button because fun games all day today. I was able to eke out a winning night, but yeah, just great action nonstop. And tomorrow's slate is one of the better Fridays since November that I can recall. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Dant, Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Nobody knows nothing. Somebody knows. Double the price, but no one touches Dundee.
Oh man, I feel like this week's been the week. It really feels like college basketball, like the pressure, the games. It feels marchy. It feels like we're in the heart of college basketball. It's great. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the College Baseball Experience. Always serving that high heat over there. Go check out the ACC and SEC previews that are out. Got the Big 12 and Big 10 scheduled for in the next few days. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. Yeah, the Thursday night late nights kick my ass. And yeah, I basically woke up from my nap at 2. You guys were in the studio. I was the third one in, which doesn't happen often, but when it does, and then MAAC drops as soon as we hit live, I feel bad. But
it's that West Virginia internet.
I know.
It's rather new there.
Yeah, I guess before we even go live is better than 5 minutes in, because that's probably when it would have happened. But
true. Yeah. But dude, fun slate of games. I did doze off as well. I had to wake up early to handle all that car shit that I was going through.
Yeah.
So
I had a great early. When I was awake, we were rolling, and then.
Well, no, I got hit with the SoCon parlay, which we'll talk about in a second. That ate shit, but I was able to eke out a winning day. We'll talk all about it in tomorrow's slate, although short, is fantastic. So stick around. Yeah, it really does. We have to start things off. I know McIntyre is working on it. This game was fucking bananas. I had to do the SGP college basketball show while this was going on. So it was a little bit rough that Furman blew their 14-point second half lead. I did lay the 6.5. Furman wins by 5 in the Southern Baptist Ball Game Classic. So out the gate, I was eating shit. But this game did deliver. I wish I could have had the audio on it down the stretch because I was not able to do that, but fun game regardless. And the SoCon delivered. It's been a down year for the SoCon. I don't think anyone would very down to me. I one of my favorite conferences historically, but it's been a pretty shitty year so far. But this one delivered, pretty good game. So, thoughts on this one?
I would have been surprised if Samford got blown out in this rivalry game. I am not surprised that they did end up coming back and making this one a really fun one down the stretch. My guy Dylan Faulkner went for 19, 12, and 4, but Furman was able to hold on and get that home victory, which they haven't been as sturdy at home this season as they typically are.
Yeah, and then we should stop and talk for a second on this next one. Me and Mac loaded up on Chattanooga. We were surprised they were favorites. We thought this was a rigged game. Clearly not, as Wofford wins 81-55 at Chattanooga. Bieniek, terrible pick by us, but me and Mac, that is. I don't know what you took here, but I am just kind of taken back by Wofford. We had the late coaching change.
Yeah.
And they have been pretty fucking good this year, man. I think we should talk about them for a second.
Better this year than they were last year in the regular season.
Yeah. I mean, what place are they in right now in the SoCon? I feel like they're up for flirting with the top. They're in second place. They're tied for first right now. Yeah. I mean, this is a great story that maybe we're not talking about enough, is these Wofford Terriers, if they can continue on this journey, being just, I mean, I think we all had red flags around this team this season, preseason. Thoughts in general, man?
Yeah, Giltner's done an incredible job in year one, coming in mid-season without the roster that he recruited himself, and like you said, tied for first currently. And Chattanooga has been a team that I've had a really hard time getting a feel for, and they have fallen through the floor that I thought this program kind of had created under Dan Earl. The last 2 seasons, he's combined for 27 wins, and this year in conference, and this year they have 3 through 9 games. So quite stunning in my opinion. And yeah, this was not a good performance from them in this game.
Yeah. So out the gate, we were eating shit, but or me and Mac were on our SoCon parlay. We parlayed both those teams and bet them independently as well. At least I did. But then after that, things got better, and it got better by not betting this game because we thought it was rigged, and it was rigged. New Hampshire 66, Lowell 61. I didn't watch a second of this game.
Neither did I.
But the outcome quite hilarious.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. New Hampshire, I think, was our pick, at least mine, and yeah, did not.
I refused. I didn't bet this, but I refused. I was like, give me Lowell, just because I believe they're better than New Hampshire, but I thought the line made no fucking sense.
And Lowell did this, by the way, today without their best player. He was out due to injury. So this is a little Ewing theory. This is his first game that he missed, but still hilarious.
Yeah. Then glad we didn't bet this because I would have taken, or I did pick Bryant on the sheet. Binghamton in the shittiest game this season, maybe. Binghamton 63, Bryant 60. Bryant is fallen so far off, dude.
Yeah.
Fascinating here. The golf course gets it done. Shout out to them. Thoughts?
I'm boycotting the America East.
Yeah.
Just flat out. I didn't watch any of their games today. The line movement's been nuts on all of these games. And yeah, Binghamton flipped through 0 and they win the game by 3.
Yeah.
I thought that the golf course should have been favored in this matchup. They're just both terrible teams. I would naturally think that the home team would probably be laying points there. So I kind of agreed with it and I picked Binghamton. Still, no interest right now in anything America East or Patriot League outside of Navy and Colby American.
Like this one right here also.
Oh
NJIT didn't bet this game. The line reeked. NJIT, of course, goes into Albany and wins by 9. What? These games are all ridiculous. Bill Russo says NJIT money line. Tell me you played that, you crazy fuck. Tell me you played Highlanders money line. I love it if so, man. I mean, honestly, dude, I'd watched Albany a couple times this year, and I thought they were vastly improved from the Albany teams over the past couple of years. Credit to the Highlanders. I didn't watch this like you know.
Yeah.
These games are all weird.
I thought that NJIT's been improved this year too in spots that I've seen them. But yeah, on the road when you're a 5.5 point dog and you're leading by 10 the entire game, it's
some red flags.
yeah, but also just good win. They're 5-2 in the America East this year. I mean, we saw this team show signs early. They beat Fordham on opening night, and they competed against who was it? High Point, and I was like, this team seems better than they've typically been. So yeah, those were the two of the non-con games that I definitely saw of NJIT, and I was like, kind of impressed so far with how they've played. But 5-2 in the America East, didn't see that coming.
Did not. And then we had this one here. They covered. Asheville covered. I picked Gardner Webb. Gardner Webb loses by 19.
I picked Asheville.
Didn't bet. I claimed close to betting this though. You guys could have talked me into this last night. But Asheville gets it done. Nice pick, and the NC Dogs showdown there. And then this one, which I regret not battling MAAC here, because first off, 16 people are at this game. I did watch this game. The Flamin' Libs just took it to them all game. 81-65. The Flamin' Libs go into that empty ass stadium and shit on the Blue Raiders. This was a loss for MAAC. I should have battled him here, but I thought the line stunk a little bit. Thoughts on this one, Bieniek?
Yeah, this one, we've been all over that angle. Like, for whatever reason, Murfreesboro has just not been a tremendous home atmosphere for Liberty this year, or the last couple specifically. Whatever this era is in, or whatever era they are currently in, they're not a fan of it, I guess. I'm close to emailing KenPom. You talk about hating KenPom. Here's one major reason too. So it definitely factors in home court advantage to the lines that it creates, right, Colby? Can you guess how much weight and where out of 365 teams Middle Tennessee State is ranked in home court advantage?
Oh, please, dude. Don't tell me they have them top 100. They shouldn't even be top 200, in my opinion.
It's really off. That's my tip. I'm close.
Are we talking top 50?
I'm close to emailing and saying this is wrong.
I mean, does he watch the games? Because we watch it. It's been years, man.
It's been a couple of years since it's been 19th
since Kermit
in the country.
Davis.
19th. It's it's almost a 4-point weight to their home court advantage.
That's ridiculous. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
My model had this at 4.5 yesterday. And I think that's the reason why, right there. Home court advantage, which I try to, but it's hard for me to factor that in. So I always just do it in my head, but hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely
they got drilled.
Ridiculous. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. What's crazy is I would be frustrated if I was, a Blue Raider alum, or their AD or coach or players.
Yeah,
their team's not bad. It's just a shitty turnout.
One of the talented teams, one of the more talented ones they've had recently.
Yeah. I don't get it. I just don't.
I know that's a blanket statement that can be lazy, but flat out, they've got a couple of power conference guys that are on this team.
Yeah.
And it's not like they've played bad. I don't think they've even played bad. All their losses in conference play coming into this game were on the road. They'd played good competition in the non-con. They took down Murray State. They took down UAB.
The La Tech second half is still rigged for me, flagged when I had them in Ruston.
Yeah, it was still on the road though.
Fair. Shout out to the Flamin' Libs there. I should have battled him. But then MAAC, I believe he locked up Stetson here, which is a fucking maniac play. I took Stetson. They win by 7 against the Ospreys. I thought he was insane for locking this one, but he did. And shout out to the Hatters for in a rivalry game there in Jacksonville with a 7-point win. I think you took the Ospreys, right?
I was on the Ospreys. Yes.
You didn't bet it though, right? It was just a pick,
no.
Right? Yeah. Mac got to have his head examined, but he hit this one. But for locking the Stetson Hatters,
He'll tell you, examine my wallet.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, he did take a hit on the wallet here because me and him both locked up the Camels, and Bieniek battled us with Stony Brook as they took it to these Camels all game long with a 12-point win. But so Stony Brook all of a sudden. Great analysis. We knew they'd been playing better, but I know you thought, hey, I'm gonna continue to ride this trend of them playing better.
Last three games were all wins against Hofstra, Charleston, and Northeastern. So they're playing really well. And I took them on the money line.
They're creeping up now. They're tied for third place. They're tied for third place in the CAA. Watch out for these Seawolves. Yeah,
that's a big logjam though. Third place and 10th place, I think, is decided by a half game right now. So,
nice lock battle win for Bieniek. Hey, Josh, go fuck yourself. Terrible show as always. These guys absolutely know nothing. Towson Furman. I had a winning night, you bozo. Go watch the whole fucking tape. All right. So please, and
I had a winning night, and Towson was my only best bet that I lost. So stop parlaying stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, here's the best thing about the show. You can watch last night's show. I won more than I lost. So it's available for you. But keep hating, dude. Keep hating. You're watching us. All right. Next up.
Yeah, I was 8-6 with that money line call right there. So it was good.
And how about this money line call by McIntyre? Yeah. My gosh. I didn't touch this game. I did pick JMU correctly, but Mac nailed JMU on the money line at Troy. He's not here, but I'll play his song here because, man, what a great fucking call. Troy shit in the bed here, man. I watched a little bit of this game, and I was taken back by, this was not like a gimmick. JMU took it to him all game. Troy's a strange fucking team, dude.
Troy built a good lead in the first half, and then they just cruised. And this is what they do: is they just play to their competition. So they were up 10, kind of took their foot off the gas pedal, and they got burned. I mean, James Madison outscored them by I think 12 in the second half. It was a complete game from the Dukes, and one of their better outputs of the season, man.
Yeah, they're a strange team too, man. Troy is strange because you watch them and you think
that's their best win of the year.
Yeah, but I mean, I've watched certain JMU games where when they came back against Old Dominion. I know it's Old Dominion, but I was just like, man, this team's not bad, right? They have some guys. This is by far their best one. Troy on the other side of things though is a fucking you got to be frustrated if you're a Troy fan because in my opinion, they are the clear-cut most talented team in the Sun Belt. But they're just all over the place. This is their game, So shout out to 357 giving us $2. Did Belichick get snubbed? I mean, hell, yes.
I saw a fantastic tweet that was Belichick waited 46 years for his girlfriend to get born. He can wait a year to make the Hall of Fame. I loved it.
I mean, the Pro Football Hall of Fame's always been a joke, to me. Some of the guys they've kept it out and some of the guys they've put in doesn't make a lot.
Outside looking in, I don't follow it too much, but it's they don't seem like they have very high standards or feels like everybody gets it.
Yeah, and then for maybe the best coach of all time,
I know,
to be robbed of that is pretty ridiculous. They should all have their shit suspended or revoked, their passes, their votes, whatever the fuck you want to say, but
I love the writers that are I didn't vote for this guy, and here's why, because they know they'll get clicks.
Belichick is a cheat. Can't be on first ballot. I disagree. He won. So if you define that as cheating, which obviously I think a lot of coaches were doing similar shit, but even if he was, do you remember the New York Giants in the 80s? I wonder how old you are, because that defense was their offense was not great by any means. It was their defense and special teams.
Yeah.
And Belichick was a huge reason why.
What's he got?
It's
2 Lombardies and his assistant, and then 6 as a head coach or whatever. 7.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I was a hardcore NFL fan back in the day, so I feel qualified to answer this one. If it was this is this is like a ridiculous thing that's happening here. It's like the people that say, well, Belichick never won without Brady. I was like, no, he won a lot. Go watch the Giants in the fucking 80s. All right. And some of those years, the Giants missed the playoffs because the dumb fucking system that the NFL has, where like a team doesn't win the NFC East and they still win like 10 or 11 games. And meanwhile, the Saints are like 8-8, making the playoffs in another division. Those Giants teams were nasty. So
I feel like I'm throwing stones at a glass house, though, because I'm a fan of the MLB and baseball, and that Hall of Fame voting process has sucked over the last 15 years.
Yeah,
they won't let any of the steroid era legends in. I mean, if that was your era, if everybody was on roids, which there were a good amount, just let them in. And everybody knows that they were on roids. What's the issue? It's like, we got to be holier than thou. We got to put up this barrier. Well, all these guys that you're voting in, there's no like proof that they didn't take roids. So it's like,
well, and it's like the Belichick thing. I was reading like what Mike Shanahan was like. Someone had quoted a Mike Shanahan thing from back in like 2000, whatever year Spygate happened. Like Goodell apparently called Mike Shanahan, who was at the time, I think with the Redskins, maybe I forget where he was, or maybe he just had him as an advisor for this matter, and he was done with coaching for a couple of years. But he's like, yeah, I mean, we've always felt like they were hip to knowing plays, but there was no rule against it. So it's like, even if you if you're right, Jerry Davis and some of the other guys that he's a cheater, there was no rule against it at the time. So it's like, okay. Look, I hated those Patriot teams back in the day, like, well, with the exception of like the later years Patriot teams. I kind of like the first Super Bowl teams. But I don't think you should be penalized if you don't have a rule against it. That's on you. And damn well other teams are doing it too, because how many of his fucking former assistants then were all around the NFL? You telling me they're like, no, we would never do this? I disagree. He should be it. Next up, we have Lemoyne. Lemoyne at the Steinberg Wellness Center, taking on the fucking Long Island Sharks.
All I know is we're hard-working, tax-paying people like you, and we don't take shit from nobody. You got that, asshole? Ask me. The fucking union that works for you.
Dominating performance. As I battle, I don't know if you locked up Bieniek. I know I battled McIntyre, and he's not here to deal with this 22-point ass whooping by the fucking Long Island Sharks. Your thoughts, buddy?
I locked up the Dolphins too.
Yeah. You ate shit too. You guys don't have the pulse of the shark in your veins. You know what I mean? I know this. First off, when Mac is on a Long Island game, you don't want to be on the same side as Mac. That's just, those are the facts. What's his rate over the past 2 years on Long Island games? I feel like he's at like a 5% rate of hitting. Oh yeah. Great ass whooping here by the Sharks. That was for first place in the conference. Jamal Fuller with the big game for the Sharks, and they got after it, man. They just took it to him the whole game there. So shout out to Rod Strickland and company. Yeah, and love him right here. So it's such a dumb, like, what was his record with the Browns? Okay, he struggled with the Browns. He was 36-44, but he still took them to the playoffs. Do you remember what the Browns were going through at that time?
No.
The franchise was moving to Baltimore. Like, I don't think it's fair to fully assess that. Now, I mean, yeah, he struggled there. There's plenty of coaches that have struggled elsewhere. Jimmy Johnson was average on the fucking Dolphins. What are you going to say? Right? Sometimes, you don't have the right personnel. It takes time, Didn't work in Cleveland. But I mean, somewhat. I mean, shit, he still got him to the playoffs. Didn't they win a playoff game too? I think they won a playoff game against the Patriots, if memory served me correct. I thought he beat Parcells.
Colby 357's on the MAAC trail.
Is Mac riding the mechanical bull in Morgantown? There is speculation that he was. So yes, McIntyre was here right before the we went live, and his internet cut out. Allegedly, he might have just got an offer to ride the mechanical bull, as maybe that chick sledding knocked on his door. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shout out to the fucking Long Island Sharks for getting it done here. Next up, we had this game here in the SoCon.
Man.
Yeah, Greensboro's also terrible. I think it's a little bit of both. A little bit of both here. But shout out to Mercer with like a 18-point win against Greensboro. Younger for Greensboro had a big game. But yeah, I mean, look. Where are they at in the SoCon?
They're a half game back. The SoCon may be down, but they're having one of their better years that I can remember.
Yeah, I would say so. This could be a special team. This could be a March team this year. So shout out to the Mercer Bears.
They are on track to win their most games since 2018, 2016 when they had 19. Or going back to that 2014 team that won a NCAA tournament game against Duke, where they had 27. They're not going to get there, but I think they have a chance to pass 19, which Hoffman did 3 times.
Yeah, I think so. Next up, this was a hilarious game. Glad I didn't bet this. I think MAAC locked up Jacksonville. And Jacksonville wins by 5. Lipscomb is just all over the fucking place this year. I think I kind of feel like we're gonna see them in March Madness, but dude, I feel like they're what, 1 game back from first. Austin Peay is in first, so I think it's gonna be one of the two, right? Maybe Queens, right? Is Queens eligible?
Yeah, Queens is eligible this year.
Okay, so one of those 3. Central Arkansas, I guess maybe Central Arkansas is alive too. One of those 4. But I think Lipscomb is like, I can't get that Duke game out of my head where they looked very impressive at Cameron Indoor. Right? So I believe that they're the best team. But Austin Peay is on a roll. And you can't lose at Jacksonville. Classic Mincy spot. The guy's a good coach. Great win for the Dolphins. Hilarious outcome here. Yeah, your thoughts?
Fell into the trap game. But yeah, Mac's really high on that Austin Peay team too. So,
but are they peaking too early? They have won like a bunch of games in a row in January. I wonder.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
know. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Get easy access to all of our picks and podcasts in one convenient app. That is the SGPN app. Download it. It's available for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Get access to our articles, our podcasts, our picks. You got to check it out. All right. So do that and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Avo. Make more money betting sports with Avo. That's AVO. Avo is the best sports betting tool that helps you make a profit every time you decide to place bets. They do this by spotting arbitrage and plus EV opportunities for you faster than your competitors, and they keep you organized all in one place. If you're new to arbitrage betting, they're finding opportunities in the market where you can bet both sides to lock in a profit. Super easy to understand and use, but if you're having any problems, I got these step-by-step video guides that will help you. So sign up, pick the sports books you use, and let Avo tell you how much to bet to guarantee a profit. If you're still unsure, you can check out their free Discord at Avo Official. That's AVO Official to see the success people are having for themselves. Get started today at avo.bet. Use that promo code SGPN for $18 off. That's avo.bet, AVO.bet. Promo code SGPN for $18 off. And we're also brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi's a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. Yes, all 50 states. You can trade tons of markets in sports, including college hoops, college football, college baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, and much, much more. Plus, you can even trade props like first touchdowns and stuff like that. Besides sports, they have a ton of other great markets, including politics, entertainment, hell, even the weather. Kalshi, you can trade anything over there. New Kalshi customers get $20 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, KALSHI. Promo code SGPN. All right, we are back and ready to attack. Shout out to the great Robert Martin and all of the chat. Love seeing the familiar names. This one, I'm going to say this one's on me. I didn't bet this game, but I thought it was fishy. I took A&T. I think I talked Mac off of a lock with A&T, so I apologize there. Monmouth wins by 2 in overtime against North Carolina A&T. This A&T team is a lot better. This is like the best A&T. I know they were on the take last year, but I'm just saying it's the best team in a little bit. Bieniek, you think the CAA might be up a little bit? I kind of feel like they are. Are you on mute?
No, I'm
No.
just not
Okay.
talking.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as good at the top as they've been in the years past.
But they're deeper. Like their
But
worst teams.
They have some teams that can make noise in the conference tournament this year.
I'm just saying, like
in years past, it's been like Charleston only, or Charleston UNCW only, or Charleston UNCW Towson Hofstra. But this year, I think there's like 6 or 7 teams that can make noise. Does that symbolize like the strength of the conference?
I think so. Like, to me, before years past, you would have like William and Mary or Elon or A&T or Hampton, and they were all trash, right? Yeah, you're right. They might not have a super elite team, but I think like the conference is up as a whole. Like even your last place, A&T's in last place right now, and I think night in, night out, they're dangerous. Same with Northeastern. Northeastern with the Cohen coach team, we saw them take down someone as big dogs just in the past 2 weeks.
Did you watch this game? I did not.
No, I did not. Dude, what's hilarious is I have the shout out to Rocco Miller, the great Rocco Miller. I have Flow Sports, but I only have 9 TVs. So this one did not make the cut. I had the other 2 CAA games on. So I did not see this game. Hilarious. Look up the buzzer beater is what Rocco's saying here in the chat if you're listening on the audio side. Gonna need to check that out. Yeah, because the King Rice and Company survive a big game there. Well, I guess I don't know if Rocco, do you think the CAA is in better shape than it's been in some years? Like I feel like the conference is deeper.
It's healthier. I don't know if it's better. You want like a top team in my opinion.
Can you
it'll reloop. It'll reloop.
YouTube.com/The College Experience. Jump on over there. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're showing this video. Tell me oh shit. Is he gonna off the glass, off the kisser.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
A fantastic reaction though. This is fantastic.
Wild. And the conference in general. So what? Monmouth is still in the mix. They are tied for 3rd place. Assuming Wilmington and Charleston lose some games here, we'll talk about them in a minute.
Just a clear bank, no rim at all.
Yeah. Rocco saying CAA is deep dish pizza, Bieniek. All right.
Yeah, that's the best kind of pizza.
You know why he's saying that? I saw you, buddy. I saw you, Rocco. He was at the Illini game today. So he's probably, if I know Rocco, he's probably having a beverage or 2, enjoying some deep dish Illinois pizza. Shout out to folks. If you're not following Rocco Miller, I highly recommend it. You know, he's been calling games this year. He's just a college basketball guru, basically like the Phil Steele of college basketball, in my opinion.
Does Phil Steele travel everywhere though?
No, so he's like a mixture of like college football campus tour, Phil Steele, and
campus tour,
and I don't know, just the greatest American son of a bitch you could think of. All right,
my how I view Rocco is like because campus, he does more media than campus tour, but he's also bracketology focused.
Extremely knowledgeable. I don't know that there's a more knowledgeable person on college hoops. Like he should be on the fucking committee. All right, he should be on the committee.
I've told him this in person. He's the best mid-major basketball reporter that just enjoys the game, and he'll go to any game. So like,
no, but he goes to the major games
too.
too.
High major game. Yeah, that's what I'm. But he's at like every good mid-major game. It seems like. And
yeah, if you're a college hoops fan and you're not following Rocco Miller, and his website. How about he's way hip to all the non-con games happening. You know what I mean? Like that's where I go for my scheduling shit. You know, I'm an
Look
ECU
at the one he's
fan.
got on deck
right?
tomorrow. That would have been fantastic a week ago, and Dayton's just in the toilet, but it's still going to be a great game. So
hell yeah, dude. Well, that thing sold out. I saw shots of that stadium. They put shirts on every seat. It looks, yeah, that place. Yeah, of course it should be. Yeah, folks, shout out to the great Rocco Miller. Next up, we have Longwood, South Carolina. Hey, winner, chicken dinner. Upstate takes it to Longwood by 5 as we double locked Sparty. They needed this one. They've been dragging ass lately. Longwood, not the same Longwood. Even though, you know what's crazy? They're still 12-10, which I kind of thought they were a team with a losing record, but they're still hovering above 500 there. But shout out to Upstate, as we just thought it was the spot with them losing so many games, so many close games lately. Bieniek, your thoughts?
I don't get any of this.
Sorry for the disrespect. Yeah. Anyway,
you've been doing that way more the last 2 days than ever before, and I'm just going to attribute it to the car accident.
It's no CTE here, man.
Yeah.
Where do we find Rocco? Bieniek, can you show Rocco's Twitter handle?
So bracketeer.org or on Twitter, Rocco Miller.
Yeah, at Rocco Miller, what's it? Bracketeer.org. Is that it? Did I say that correctly? Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, I threw myself on mute when I was searching because everybody doesn't like hearing me type. But yes, it's bracketeer.org.
Yeah, shout out. Give him a follow. Next up, Drexel stuck it to Hampton, 58-51 in a rock fight there in Philadelphia. We picked this one correctly. Hampton had a first half lead, but the Dragons huffed and puffed and found a way to win despite going 2 for 10 from 3 and getting out rebounded. How the fuck they win this game? I'm looking at this like, wait a second. How do they win this game? Second chance points, I think, would be the difference in the game. They had 10. Hampton only had 2. And in youtube.com/the college experience, you're checking out Rocco's website right now, Bracketeer or the Bracketeer. So check that stuff out, fellas. Shout out to Jerry Davis, who bet Drexel. I stayed away. I just took these Dragons. But Bieniek, any thoughts on that one? Kind of went the way you thought. You took Drexel too, I think. Right?
I was on Drexel. I think this one got dressed up late. It was a tighter one. But yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we had, dude, I got fucking destroyed here. You won a lock battle here, didn't you?
Yeah, big one.
Bieniek doing ass doo-doo play to myself and Mac here. I mean, my handicap was this. I didn't think VMI is that bad this year. The first game when they played the Citadel came and destroyed them. Look, I'm 0-2 on the Military Classic of the South this year. I bet both. I hope they play again in the SoCon tournament. But I don't understand it, man. Like, I believe VMI eye test wise throughout the season has looked better than the Citadel. Take it for what it's worth, or at least the Citadel of late looks a little bit better. But I'm saying like November, December, I was like VMI is better than the Citadel. Nice win. This is a bloodbath. This is a 24-point win there. Shout out to the Dogs and Citadel. Yeah.
I've got no opinion really on either of these teams. Both of them were like really poor in the non-con. But yeah, I just went with the cocktail napkin who had an edge against your double block, and I was like, yes. Let's do it. Let's jump in on the other end of this rivalry.
I'll tell you this, like, because I know it was a really bad look for the way the game went down, but like I feel like this game, as someone that's watched it a lot in my life, I feel like they always split. I just feel like they always split.
Well,
you know,
VMI had their chance the first game. Like that went to overtime. that was on Saturday too. That was the other thing about this Citadel play is like it wasn't a Saturday crowd for them.
That's why I thought it was made more sense for VMI because I'm like, this shit ain't gonna be as lit as normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bieniek flushing the toilet on us twice.
John says, "Let's go, Noah Citadel."
There you go. Then how about this game, which a lot of people have sent me DMs about being a rigged game. I did not watch any of this game because I didn't have money on this game. But
from what I 3 on UNA's side.
From what I understand, I think Gulf Coast was up like 25 points or something crazy. According to the messages I got now, that could be drunken idiots like up 40.
They were up 21 with 6 minutes to go.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. And what's crazy is this number closed at 9.5. Closed at 9.5, which it falls, on 8, the final score. So
they scored 2 points in the final 6 minutes.
That's tough,
dude.
Look
at this. This is brutal. I can understand everybody now. Oh my God.
We've thought that they might be a team on the take. We've thought that this season. Some of their team is more talented than what we've seen.
6:07 left to play. They had 70 points. They finished with 72, dude. No way.
We have a rigged game. I can, as someone who didn't watch this, I'll still confirm it for the audience that we might have a rigged game here.
They were outscored 15-2 in the final 6 minutes. Which is crazy. They just didn't put.
But they're at home. No, it is crazy. Like if they're on the road, you could understand. Like, man, that's pretty fucking weak. That's pretty weak.
Yeah, that was bad. Let's make it even worse. They were outscored 25-16. Oh, it's not too bad in the final 12-45.
Yeah, brutal. I would not be surprised if they're on an FBI list next year. Knowing that we nailed almost
half,
I feel like
them.
8. Yeah, I feel like almost 80% of them.
Half.
Yeah, like more than half. I think like once the probe came out, there was more teams on it than we realized. But when the teams we knew, like back in November, we nailed almost every one of those. I think the only one we didn't have was Valley State. Like we had New Orleans pinpointed, we had A&T pinpointed, we had Southern Miss pinpointed, we had Fresno pinpointed. We had Eastern Michigan pinpointed. Some of the other ones though, like LaSalle, because remember LaSalle won.
Yeah.
How were we supposed to know? They won even with the fixing. Yeah.
You guys were on LaSalle so much last year. We were not on them.
Well, but did you read the article? Like the fixing didn't work. It didn't work.
They failed at it.
Yeah. So how were we supposed to know? Yeah. This one might be there. Next up. Oh, I cash here. This was a double lock. The Phoenix. This was a fun watch. This is one of the ones I was watching on the TVs that the CAA got. Elon 79, William & Mary 76. This was a fantastic basketball game to watch. William & Mary had a big halftime lead. Elon rallies in the second half. Cottrell, I think it is Cottrell. Great game there for the Phoenix. And just a good basketball game. That's why I believe the CAA, because William & Mary's been trash lately. Even Elon's had some real blunder years. I feel like all their schools are, for the most part, short of like your blue bloods within the conference, are way better than they've been in some time.
No, I'm all in on the Tribe with Brian Earl. So I agree with you. There's just more teams that I feel have a shot to win 3 or 4 games straight in March and get into the big dance. And yeah, this was just a brutal spot for William & Mary. They had won back-to-back games against UNC Wilmington and Hofstra and then had to hit the road here. And it was like beautiful spot for Elon. They probably catch him here. So I stayed off of it, but this is a good lock from both of you two.
And then this next one we might have to talk about for a little bit here because Western Carolina completes the sweep on the number 1 team in the SoCon. That's why it's a rivalry game. Look, I took Western. I locked up Western the first matchup and it hit, but I thought, man, Johnson City, why is this line so big? I still took them on the sheet, but it made the line being 11.5 scared me off betting. If this was 8, I think I would have probably pulled the trigger on Western Carolina. But I was like, man, I don't know, 11.5. Maybe they're trying to tell us something here. And ETSU's been fire at home in Johnson City. What the fuck was this, Bieniek? This is a gigantic win for the Catamounts here. This is game ball worthy.
Yeah, make sense of it. ETSU's got 2 losses in the SoCon. They're both to Western Carolina. They have 7 wins outside of the Catamounts. And Western Carolina has 4 total wins. 2 of them are against the league's #1 team.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable game.
Western Carolina this year has 6 wins against D1 competition. 2 of those are against East Tennessee State.
The team in first place.
Yeah, there are 2 of their 8 wins are against non-D1 opponents. So they've legitimately beat 61 teams, and 2 of them have come against the Bucks.
11 of 26 from 3. Big part of that. Big part of that. Also, sure. The points in the paint they dominated in this matchup. Shout out to the Cats. Yep. Look, remember preseason, I was told this is a team to watch out for, and that has not lived up to it. Maybe they meant watch out for them in this specific matchup.
Sure.
Perhaps.
Whatever you need to tell yourself to keep that source on your side.
Shout out to Western Carolina. Game ball worthy, I think, perhaps. And then this one here.
Western Carolina in this game, by the way, one last thing. They had 6 guys in double digits.
Everybody getting in on the fun. I ate shit here in the CAA with Hofstra. I laid it, and Charleston wins by 2. Shout out. I had this game on too. Look, Hofstra had a 7-point halftime lead, man. This is one where they had a double-digit lead at some point in this game. I think it was in the first half, though, or it might have been early second half. They had like a 12-point lead or 11-point lead, something like that. And this is a gut check game. This is a gritty win by Charleston to come all the way back. And Hofstra, even though they look great in the non-con, is having their issues in the CAA, man. Is they're just, what have they? Have they lost 5 straight, man? The conference play started and they can't figure anything out. Your thoughts, Bieniek?
Yeah, they're like, we'll get to this team in a little bit here. They're like the Central Connecticut out of the CAA, or the Northern Colorado of the Big Sky. But yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
They just haven't been able to finish these games, and I mean that's a good performance. And all of these games have been close. Like 5-point loss Stony Brook, 4-point loss Elon, 1-point loss NCAT. William and Mary, they lost by 7, which is the largest loss deficit, but it's still not even that bad. And then Charleston by 2. They just can't finish, man.
Yeah. Huge win for Charleston. The fact you're on the road, far away, you battle back, that's almost game ball worthy. Next up, man, God damn it, I should have just listened to my rankings. Mercyhurst. I got scared off the second time they're playing in like 5 days. Yeah. So I was like, I'm stay away. Mercyhurst wins by 19, and they hold the Chargers to just 51 points, Bieniek. Follow my rankings on these fucking schools. They have all been fire this year. When they play each other, I think almost every case, I think I have 1 loss when they play each other, like ATS. I picked Mercyhurst. Thoughts on this outcome here?
Well, the Lakers are a basketball team and the Chargers are a football team. No, I'm got the leagues and sports mixed up. Yeah, the Chargers got electrocuted. Yeah, Mercyhurst. I didn't watch this game, but yeah, they had a good performance today.
Yeah, with Long Island knocking off Lemoyne, Rod Strickland's in first place in the NEC. Lemoyne and Mercyhurst are 1 game back. And get this, the Red Flash of St. Francis is in 4th place, Bieniek. They're jumping down to D3 next year. Let me ask you something. Is Mercyhurst, they're not eligible, right? This is your 2 or 3? I don't think they're eligible.
They're not eligible. But they can play in the conference tournament.
Lemoyne is eligible this year, I believe. I think this is their first year eligible, right?
Lemoyne might be eligible. If not, they're missing it by a year.
And New Haven's not
I gotta
eligible.
check.
Yeah.
New Haven's not.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think Lemoyne is eligible this year.
No, they're not.
No?
They're not eligible.
This is
the third
hilarious.
year.
So your teams in second and third place can't win the conference.
Well, they can win the tournament. They just can't go. I mean, it happened to Merrimack.
Oh,
what was
man.
it, 4 years ago?
Yeah. Fucking hilarious.
It happened actually, it was 3 years
They
ago.
gotta
'cause that was
fix
the year
this
after you
rule.
won.
They gotta fix this rule. Like, have they? This is like the.
No, I mean, you just can't add so many teams from the D2 in a 4-year span.
No, I have a problem with the rule here because, like, especially with the state of college sports right now, it's like that Naked Gun meme where it's like nothing to see here, and there's like rockets going off and people on fire, like behind you. Because look, the whole sport is insane right now. Every roster, you got NBA guys, you got on and what? You take a real college basketball team from the D2 ranks, they're overqualified these days. They're way overqualified. And they got to fix this rule. They got to fix this rule. Yeah. Anyway,
For the NEC, they're way overqualified. For the rest of the country, I don't know, but the NEC sucks.
I'm just saying the fact that they're a college basket, like they're not grabbing the G League guys. They're more college basketball than like half the fucking country. Right?
I'll give you that. Sure. Yeah. Yes. This is what college basketball was supposed to be like 50 years ago. This is how they envisioned it.
Shout out to the Lake Show, the real Lake Show. Next up, Fair Dick and Stonehill. Winner, chicken dinner. The Knights cover the 1.5.
Stonehill, I think, is eligible.
And they are
year
somehow winning these games, these rock fights. Their defense is NEC elite.
I know for sure Queens is eligible, and they're in year 4. So then I'm pretty dang sure Stonehill is eligible.
I think they are too, because I think Stonehill and Merrimack came at the same time, correct? I think so.
Yeah.
If I had to place a wager, I think they came at the same time.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch any of this game, but shout out to, I even had money on it. I didn't watch it. Shout out to Fair Dick for coming through for us here.
No, Stonehill did not come at the same time.
They are 1 year after or before? Before, right?
2 years before.
Okay. Interesting. I think didn't they play a lot in the D2 ranks? I could have swore that they had a little rivalry there.
Who did Merrimack come with? Did they come with anybody?
Chicago State? Maybe. Maybe. Shout out to Fair Dick for the win here. Next up, we did eat shit here. Our boy Bryson Blaine and Charleston Southern, they just can't find a win to save their life. 6 straight losses. 6 straight losses. And these whores from Radford, dude, Radford is Bieniek. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games.
Yeah, we talked shit on their name, and they've come out of the.
And that includes a buzzer beater loss at Winthrop by 1. They have turned a corner. Yeah. 357 asking you, Bieniek, giving us $2. Is Bieniek betting his tax refund on the Super Bowl?
I don't even know what that means.
But he's 1099, so I mean that refund is.
I don't even know what that means.
Are you gonna bet the Super Bowl, Bieniek? Do you do Super Bowl squares?
Yeah, I'll play squares. Super Bowl is like the tightest market ever. Like people that are like, yeah, I love betting the Super Bowl. Like,
yeah,
sure, have fun. That's why you bet, right? But I'll just watch the game.
What I do want
everybody comes to me like when I go watch it with friends for the Super Bowl. They're like, "What are you on? What are you on?" And I'm like, "Nothing." Like they're what?
I'll do Super Bowl square shit. I'll still do that.
Nobody gets that, but I mean, that's maybe me being too close to the sun, if that makes sense. So,
Rocco, what are you talking about? Article on the 6 News. What is he talking about here? Does he have one? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, he may. Yeah.
I
wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
Someone explained to me, did anyone get eyes on this game? I didn't get eyes. But Bryson Blaine only played 19 minutes, which is surprising considering this guy's dropped like 40. Did he get thrown out or something, or was he sick?
Who?
Bryson Blaine for Charleston Southern.
Oh, really? He didn't play the entire game? Let's find out.
I'm wondering why. So look, I'm going to give you his minutes throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean,
he's played like over 30 almost every game.
Yeah, he's their best player.
Yeah, and he only played 19 minutes tonight. Maybe he got injured? Flu? That flu's going around right now. Wish I would have known that regardless, but bad play by us taking Charleston Southern. Yeah. But we jumped right back on the winning side of things with the Catamounts of Vermont. And this one, I got to give UMBC a little bit of credit. Watch this whole game. Case Gymnasium was rocking, but we barely hit this fucking thing, man. 9-point win by Vermont. We were laying 7.5. He fouled out in 19 minutes, apparently. How's that possible? How's that possible? He fell out.
You were looking at the box score and didn't see that he fouled out.
I didn't. You
sent me on a wild goose chase and just didn't see the 5 fouls.
I missed it. Vermont. Yeah,
he did have 5 fouls.
In 19 minutes? How's that possible?
I don't know.
It's rigged.
I mean, it's not the first time he's fouled out either.
But he normally plays fucking 35 minutes a game.
Yeah, but he doesn't really start. Yeah, he's fouled. It has to be because he is a little loose with the fouls is one reason why he doesn't start. He's fouled out 4 or 5 times this year.
This game here was hilarious though, man, because I got to actually give it, like, I know me and Mac have kind of labeled UMBC pretenders with the, even though they're in contention before tonight, they were tied for first place. They kind of were on a similar level.
Yeah, of the rest of the conference, I feel like they've shown the most life to compete with Vermont for the AQ. So,
yeah, shout out. I kind of thought this would be like a 20-point win. I actually thought like outlining this was on the table. But the Catamounts only win by 9. But we do cash there. Next up, you bozos took Colorado. I took Iowa State. 30-point win for Iowa State in Carleton's renewed rivalry. This was just an ass whooping. Absolute ass whooping. Your thoughts on Iowa State, Colorado as Colorado's the youth on the road at Hilton Coliseum couldn't handle it. They were down like 23 at halftime. Your thoughts, buddy?
The Ute, they got drilled. Yeah, like you said, losing big early. Nice for Iowa State. It's been a while since they've done this, and I feel like they do enjoy it. It's to their core. That's how they begin the season, is drilling 10 of these teams in the non-conference. So that probably felt right for them. So
yeah,
good for them.
Then the very next game here. This didn't happen. This is actually scheduled for 3:00 tomorrow. I have money on this. I got the best of the number there. Yeah. It's at like 11.5 now. Yes. Yeah. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Yeah. Me and Bieniek jumping on Georgia Southern. Next up, Morehead State. I picked this correctly. I believe you guys picked Edwardsville. I think Mac actually bet Edwardsville. Morehead State wins by 2. In a good game here. I did not watch this, so I can't tell you what really happened here, but the outcome looks pretty good there. Yeah. You didn't bet this. This was just Mac locking this, right?
I did not bet this, no.
357 does Noah giving us $2. Does Noah look like an over-the-road truck driver?
357, I want your brain and your money, because you just
it's all over the place.
But he just throws it everywhere.
Noah, what would it take for you to, like John Taylor, former San Francisco 49ers legendary wideout, became a truck driver after his NFL career? Is that a job that would be appealing to you?
It is a very serious thought, actually. Family lineage. My uncle owns a truck, what do you call it? An enterprise company? Like the company that has trucks and they do shipping.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Don't ask me these tough questions.
It would be a very easy industry, I think, for me to get into because I have connections, but I've never driven a semi. So that
Well,
I feel
well,
like it
and
needs to be a qualification that you have to have for that job.
well, and also like driving a semi.
Did you see the video or the picture of the massive snowstorm with trucks fork-knived and tipped over?
That's what I'm saying. That's the first thing I think of as someone that's driven this. I've driven across the United States probably 30 times in my life, right? And you hit extreme weather at random spots, and like I have a lot of respect for that job because, like, first off, like you're just driving that fucking thing on the road nonstop at in the wee hours. I don't know, man. That shit seems like a tough gig, man. And honestly, like that's when they say the robots are coming for, right? AI is going to eventually, because there's so many crashes, like just throughout the season. But I really respect that gig. That's a gig like I don't know that I like. That seems like a very hard gig. You ever watch the ice trucker shit in Alaska too?
Yeah. Yes. No.
That shit's incredible too. Yeah.
I got no interest in that, but I have thought about it because I do love traveling and I don't mind driving. And I want to see like different areas of the country. And I'm always very interested in my uncle's stories of like where he's been and what he's checked out. And he's fascinated by other things than I am. Like when I do the trips, I'll be going to like venturing off to college towns. He'll venture off to like, scenery spots, which I don't knock him at all, but I'm like thinking to myself, if I did this, I would definitely have a different, side passion or joy of checking things out. So
yeah, I mean, shout out to Neil Coleman who's driving one right now. Appreciate you, Neil, man. Hope you stay safe through all the storms and shit going on throughout the country. But yeah, like to me, one of the things that I feel like that I know is if we're to go cross country, I know where I like to pit stop now. I've done it so many times that I know, like, okay, no, we're gonna hit this town, or this town, or this town. Probably why my wife married me, to tell you the truth. It's probably just like, hey, this guy's taking me all over the fucking country to these places, and he looks like a fucking buffoon. So why should I marry this guy? Oh, because he showed me this town, or this town, or this town. But that's got to be a cool element too of that. But
that's like the most appealing element to me is like I could do that on the side in the summer, you know. But I believe you have to go to school. Like you have to do some, 4 courses or something to get approved, and then you've got to train to do the driving. So Kayla saying truck driver.
Yeah, shout out to Kayla P, truck driver here. Y'all keep me rolling tonight. Hey, same things for you. Stay safe. Appreciate you. Really respect your gig. Respect your gig because that's a hard gig too because you can't fall asleep. Obviously, you got a bunch of shit behind you. And it's just that's a hard fucking gig, man. And back to what you're saying though, I think that would be the perk of the gig because especially through America, like without
TW, I don't know how actual truck drivers feel about Loves because some may be like, oh, I hate this big chain, but Loves, Buc-ee's, like all those big trucks.
Well, isn't that where I dig them. I can tell you that they're way better than a normal gas station.
Yes,
1,000%
are great. But
that shit's hilarious too. Like you're bored if you've been driving for like 10 hours. You stop at one of those.
Buc-ee's is a fucking Walmart and a gas station.
That's what I'm about to say. Like you can buy like a fucking TV, like in the middle of that shit. Like one of the aisles. That's just
got a mascot, man, walking around.
You go from like, hey, look at this candy. Look at these like, and they have like the family size candy bags and the fucking, beef jerky. Like just a gigantic selection of beef jerky. And the next aisle's like, hey, buy a TV. You know what I mean? Or just buy binoculars. It's like, what?
Here's some roast beef or some brisket.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the just the vast difference aisle to aisle.
Yeah.
In a Loves or what's the other one? It's just like Loves. I always get it confused with Loves. There's one that's just like it.
Pilot.
Yeah. Pilot. Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's a Sheetz, which is a smaller chain, but it's very similar.
I tell the story. We used to order our drugs through Sheetz. Okay. Our drug dealer worked at Sheetz, and he would
Fantastic.
This is 25 years ago. Statute of limitations is over, but he would put the product in the sheet sandwich. So you come there, you order a sheet sandwich, he gives it to you. I don't know how the fuck he was.
You give a code word or whatever.
You gotta think it would have to be like. I don't know that this was the smartest plan because you would think at some point you would review the tape and be like, "What the fuck's he putting in the sandwich there?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this was the late '90s and it worked, and it was a lot of fun because another thing is normally from dealing with a bunch of potheads back when you're in high school, normally you want that fucking sandwich too. So you're coming there to get more weed, and you're like, okay. This is awesome, right? You know, so it worked. It worked at the time. And that's our analysis on SIU, Edwardsville, and Morehead State. Great OVC matchup. Next up.
Flying J's another one.
Yeah.
That's similar as well.
Yeah. I mean, truck stop shit. I do
the
think
milkshakes at Sheets are the bomb.
Really? I've never had one. Yeah.
Fantastic milkshakes. Yeah, I always get like a sub or a sandwich and then a milkshake.
Yeah. 357 says, "What's all the hype with Wawa? I live in Chicago and there's none here."
Very similar to Sheets.
Yeah. I haven't seen a Wawa in a while, right? That's Northeast, right?
I don't know where Wawa.
I feel like when I go to the Northeast, I don't drive that much. I'm normally just like.
Are there are the gas stations similar to like a Whataburger, In-N-Out, and whatever you want to call it? Similar, like, are they regionally?
I think so. Like Sunoco and shit. You know what I mean? Like there's
like
I think
Texaco's down south.
I think
like I don't have.
There's a
here.
few that I think are national, but I think there's a lot. Hess, remember Hess?
No.
I don't even know if they still have Hess. He used to own the New York Jets, actually. But the owner of Hess, I think his name was Hess, Leon Hess, maybe. But
go figure.
Yeah. It should have been the New York Hess. Wawa is through Pennsylvania, Ohio. Interesting. Sheets milkshakes
yes,
as good as cookouts.
Yes, if not better. I've had both cookout and Sheets, and I can say Sheets shakes are really good.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. So I love this gas station talk, though.
Dude, Trevor's like, it's a gas station. You're getting excited about gas station food. So I grew up in Michigan, and we have no Sheets. Like, there's no Sheets here. So I always had this exact same viewpoint on it. I went to college in Pittsburgh, and all of those kids said, our spot that we go to is Sheets. Like, for me, it was always like a Coney Island. Like, growing up in high school football night or whatever, afterwards you go to Coney Island. All of them, they say they go to Sheets and they hang out at Sheets. And I was like, you hang out at a gas station? That was always my like elbow, like joint reaction thought, knee jerk reaction to Sheets. It blew me away. Sheets is fantastic, man.
I mean, look, if I'm being honest, it's been a minute. I'm in my 40s, so I feel like when you're more so in your 20s and teenage years, you'll power through some bullshit food. I don't really fuck with that now, but I'm not gonna judge. You know what I mean? Like to me, like I get it, but I haven't ate at Sheets in over fucking 20 years, probably. Maybe sometime doing stand up on the road or something, we had it. You know, but
so you know me right now, like I'm crazy. I would prefer to drive home like at night. So I would always make a stop at Sheets and grab like a meal there. That would be what hit the spot for me at like 3 a.m. driving home from Pittsburgh to Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, I used to, as a kid too, like I would throw newspapers for the Washington Post. So like you didn't have a lot of options. It was like, I mean, I can remember me and my brothers, they would eat the fucking some of them. I didn't really fuck with the 7-Eleven hot dog much, but one of my stepbrothers that was like his go-to. It was his go-to. It was filthy to watch. But that shit looked like it's on the roller for like 24 hours. He's like, give me that motherfucker right there. And you're just like, okay.
The taquitos aren't bad, those rollers, but yeah, that's not the. Once I got exposed to Sheets where you can actually order like hot food ready to go. I was like, yeah, these rollers are dog shit.
Yeah. 357 giving you $2 saying, is Noah familiar with Bob's Big Boy restaurant?
Bob's. I'm familiar with Big Boy, not Bob's.
Oh, maybe I'm fucking this up. What's Big Boy? I don't know Big Boy restaurant then. Is
You
that
don't know
Bob's
Big
Big
Boy?
Boy? No.
Big Boy's it's like the brand name diner. Like it's a big chain diner, and they're known for their burgers, and the one that they're most known for is called the Big Boy.
Oh, that's Bob's Big Boy. It's the same thing. I'm
Same
looking at
thing?
it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know it as Bob's Big Boy, I guess. So, but you're right.
I went to Bob's the original Bob's Big Boys in Burbank, California. As far as I've been told, I haven't fact checked that, but I went to it like growing up in the DC, Virginia, Maryland area, a good amount of times as a kid. Never when I was in California, never went there, but I had plenty of friends. I think they actually did like an AA meeting, like they would have their breakfast. Had plenty of comedian friends that were in AA that would meet there at one point. Maybe 20 years ago, 15
Jerry
years ago.
Davis
I don't remember.
saying 7-Eleven hot dogs are fire.
I mean, if you're shit faced, anything's fire, right? If you're shit faced, anything's fire, right? I mean, shit. I remember. Recently, I was in Santa Fe, New Mexico, which is like a great food town, and might have been really intoxicated. First night in Santa Fe with some friends. What I forgot is like it's a great food town, but it's not your type of town to stay open late.
Gotcha.
So ended up, for me, this is like the first time I've probably had Taco Bell in like 20 years, but I was shit faced. I ordered my ass off everything and Muddy Waters, by the way. Muddy Waters enjoyed a lot of Taco Bell that night. I ordered way too much, and I was just like, Muddy, you can have these tacos, bro. I don't want these fucking tacos. Yeah.
TW saying, to Noah's point, Michigan gas stations are next level compared to other states. Michigan's up there. I love to travel and I like to drive, and I can drive long distances. The big states know how to do the gas stations well. Is my experience, I guess. I don't know. I've never driven through Texas. That's the one I haven't driven through. Colby sounds
no,
more
they got
experienced.
legit gas stations.
Yeah, okay.
They got legit gas stations.
I
actually think Californians are pretty weak. Californians are pretty weak, but they have like Loves and shit. If you go to the desert in California, they'll have those ones we were talking about. So,
the drive-through states, like the little small ones, I don't know if they do gas stations as good as like your Georgia is a big freaking state to drive through. It's just long. Texas, I assume, is great. Michigan, Pennsylvania is also long lateral.
I like this.
Sneaky.
Let's start rating gas stations.
All the Buc-ee's are in Tennessee, another long state.
I don't know if I've ever been to a Buc-ee's.
Oh my!
I mean,
gosh.
I probably gassed up there, maybe just driving. But
Dude.
what do they have? They have the Midwest has Come and Go, which always cracked me up, or like Colorado or Iowa or something. Right?
There's also Quick Trip too. But Buc-ee's will blow your mind because it's the most gas pumps you'll ever see in a line, straight line.
Maybe I haven't been there. I don't know. I feel like I would know this, but
you would know this. So I don't know if you've been now. I got to pull up. They have a mascot, dude. They've got a mascot.
Yeah, California does have dinosaurs. I have been at the Dinosaurs gas station by Palm Springs. That's one. I feel like you stop there. But I don't know how many of those dinosaurs are out there. You know, I feel like they're
like
I don't know. Yeah, Buc-ee's. No, I don't. It looks vaguely familiar. I guess vaguely familiar.
Dude, but they do gas station the best in my opinion. The best.
Really?
Yeah. Well, that's the one that I was talking about. It's literally Walmart. A Walmart and a gas station, dude.
I probably have stopped there then because I feel like that sounds familiar too. 357 saying, does Jerry Jones own any gas stations? I mean, he owns everything, right? I don't know this. Yeah, I would assume he is an oil tycoon, so I would just assume he does. But I don't know. He's like 85 fucking years old. Maybe he sold off all the company.
Yeah. For the longest time, I had no idea what Jerry Jones even did. I just knew he was a rich old man.
Yeah, a rich old racist man.
Sure.
Correct that. which I just always appreciated the fact that, like, I mean, I don't know. We already talked enough about this, but I just thought the Dan Snyder shit was fucking hilarious. He's the bad guy. He's the bad guy. Look, and I hate Dan Snyder, but I'm saying, like, I just thought it was just they had all these other NFL owners saying, well, this is about doing the right thing. I'm like, oh my God. Like, there's not blood all over your fucking hands.
Yeah, he's in so Jerry Jones is in the oil and gas industry, the real estate and tech. That guy's a monster.
How old is he right now? Are you on his wiki page?
No, I'm not. Do I need to look it up?
No, I was just curious because I'm sure, like, at this point it's like
83.
Yeah. I mean,
hey,
yeah.
He's doing a great job being the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys. No complaints.
I think you're right, and I think many Dallas Cowboy fans would be saying, I think this would best. First, they would say this. The fuck is that? But also, when they talk about Jerry Jones, I think they'd be saying,
the only thing on my mind, Gene, was pussy.
I've seen some of those photos with like 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, whatever the fuck,
Oh boy.
Yeah. Next up, we have. Oh, is this triple lock? This is triple lock, right?
No, I was not on this.
Oh, double lock as Central Connecticut State. We dove into the stink here. They win by 7 against Wagner. Go. Get the shit out of here. I was so sick of this one, man. I was like, no way is Wagner going to win this fucking game.
Didn't watch this one at all.
I still have questions. Central's been all over the place because I still think they should have beat him by more. Yeah. Shout out to the real Blue Devils. Next up, how about this one, dude? This is game ball worthy because North Dakota wins it outright. I did not bet this game, but I picked it correctly with North Dakota getting 12.5 at the Pam Anderson Tommy Lee Center. Dude, the Tommies are trash in this new stadium. What a win! I
can't believe it. They used to have
the best. The Schoenecker, they were unstoppable at home.
Yeah. Well, I can't say that they're bad because they had a 27-game home win streak coming into this game, but they haven't covered like in a year and a half for at home.
Yeah, they haven't looked good, dude. If you like at this new stadium, they have not looked good this year at home. So, what a fucking win by the Fighting Sioux. Clark bet this. Damn.
Did you see the final play?
No, I did not.
Oh my God.
What happened?
This is madness. St. Thomas inbounded the ball and it got stolen. And it was a layup.
Stolen
like
for
3 seconds left.
Like the UIC game the other day.
They inbounded it. The guy received it, got stolen. North Dakota grabbed it, laid it in with like 0.6 seconds to go.
Wild. Then we had South Dakota. You win a lock battle against MAAC. Damn, you fucked up, MAAC, on these lock battles today. South Dakota wins by 8 against Oral Roberts. They were laying 4.5. I think Jerry Davis joined you on this, if memory serves me correct. I thought the line stunk. I stayed away, but I picked South Dakota for the record. Then, any thoughts on this before I move to the next one?
No, I got none there. That was strictly a model play.
Next up, we had this one here, which I should have bet in hindsight. I took Northern Arizona, and of course, the Jacks stick it to Eastern Washington by 6 at home. Eastern Washington, you got to fade them every time they go on the road. Like, they're just terrible. And they're not that good overall, but when they go on the road, I don't have any confidence in them. Shout out to the Jacks. 2 in a row for the Jacks. Got it correct. Just wish I would have bet it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, got it correct. Wish I would have bet it. Sure. But yeah, didn't watch this one. This one did not make the TV.
Then this next one I am very mad that I did not bet App State. App State wins by 7 at Southern Miss. MAAC locked up Southern Miss and ate shit here. But
we were just convinced that like
the line stunk.
Terrible.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how they got the line. I was like, what? Like, App State's decent. Like, what are we talking about here? So I stayed away. App State wins by 7. Mac was convinced to even bet on Southern Miss with that line. And I don't blame him, even though I know Southern Miss is trash.
Yeah, the garbage. 3 for 17 from deep. Only shot 43% inside the arc. Just App State's defense locked them down. And that's what they do. Like, Kearns' defenses are solid.
App State currently in second place in the Sun Belt, a game and a half out of first.
Yeah.
So
early on in the non-con, their defense was brutal. App State's. It has been coming along, especially in conference play. I would think it would be the other way. Like, in non-con, teams haven't really seen Kearns too well, and they would get surprised, and the conference would have a good scout on it, but it's not the case.
Yeah. And then this next one here, man. Like this Texas two-step for me. I got fucked up on this Texas two-step here. I took Tarleton State. I bet Tarleton State. Oh my God.
Hello.
Okay, I know we've mentioned this like 3 or 4 times tonight on like teams you just don't know what you're getting.
Well,
Tarleton State.
First off, you have to predict the over-under of minutes played by
Dior Johnson. Yeah. What did he do tonight, by the way?
Didn't play.
I mean, that's part of our handicap.
Yes.
The best player on the court needs to play. God. Utah Valley goes into Stephenville, Texas, and wins by 28 points.
I mean, it happened. Like, when they don't have this kid play.
He averages, dude, he drops like, how many times he dropped over 30 this year?
I mean, every time that he plays 30 minutes a game, he's dropped 30 plus, and he, like, their team's
Hold on, I have his game log right here. Ready for this? I mean, he's dropped 40, 33, 34, 36, 27, 20, 29, 33, 42, 32, 23. I mean, and then he has a couple like where he only played like 2 minutes in the game.
That's what I'm saying. He like will only see the floor for half of it.
What someone has to like what's going on here?
He must be a jackass. Like, because I don't know what else. It's not injury. It's not injury.
What if Gillespie's the jackass? That could be the case too. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's just so strange. It's hard. Like, it's hard. I mean, these teams just played a week. 2 weeks ago, New Year's, I think it was, right? And this thing was like a 1-possession game with a minute left. So you're thinking, oh, this is the revenge spot. I don't disagree with I would make the same bet tomorrow, but I need to know that he's fucking playing. He was not in the injury report. I would have mentioned that. Horseshit.
Yeah.
Horseshit right here.
Yeah. It's frustrating, and I just don't bet them because of it. MJ asking if I've ever played hockey. Yeah, I played a lot of hockey growing up. Won a state championship my junior year of high school, but at Michigan, our high school's teams aren't as good as the travel teams, so it was a state travel championship. But yeah, I was not a good player at that level. I was just a role player on a good team, if that makes sense.
Dude, I was talking about this pre-episode, man. I saw this photo of like Mackinac Island where everyone's playing hockey on the main street in Mackinac Island, Michigan.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great photo. I was like sitting there just looking at it like, man. I didn't grow up in that. Like, we played some street hockey, but not much. I got hit in the nuts once, and that was enough for me.
Yeah.
Didn't have a cup or anything. Like, just someone missed the ball and just slapped.
Went cold turkey.
Oh, and I was like, fuck this sport. Right? But we didn't play on ice. We didn't have any ice or anything or snow. So, yeah. I mean. Yeah.
MJ, it's been a long time coming. He's talking about the weightings. I watched him tonight. Yes, the luck box goal was absolutely hilarious off the camera square or whatever you want to call it. But yeah.
Nice.
Well.
Second part of the Texas two-step, Dixie State goes into Abilene and wins by 6. Whoops.
Whoops.
I love this spot, dude. I thought it was one of the best plays on the board. I got nothing. Dixie has been a weird team too this year, but I did not think this was possible, really. Nice win. I'm a moron. The Texas two-step treated me awful. I think Mac locked this too. But But we bounce back with a double lock on the Raging Cajuns by me and Mac as they stick it to Georgia State, who was in second place. Now they're all the way back in fourth place. It's razor thin in the Sun Belt. These Raging Cajuns have somewhat turned the corner, I would say. Nice win there as a 10-point. That's a double-digit win there against the Panthers. Any thoughts on this one, buddy?
No, didn't monitor this one at all, or as well as I probably should have, with Georgia State, playing as well as they have in conference play. But yeah, is this them turning into a pumpkin here on the road, losing by 10 against Louisiana?
Yeah, I don't trust them, if that's what you're asking. I just don't trust them. Yeah. Was Puka Nacua good in college? Yes, he was. So anyway, next up, I bet on the wrong Utah team in Texas because I bet on Southern Utah. We talked ourselves into this one. This was not an original lock for me. We talked ourselves into it. You know what? Southern Utah is pretty
Not
good.
Me either.
Yeah, 19-point win by Arlington as they drill them. I got fucked up in Texas tonight, man. I got fucked up in Texas. Terrible play. I got nothing. I'll say that. This was the one, though, that to me, I didn't have a real, like the other two I felt pretty damn good about. This one was added late, and it shows that it was added late with the way I lost this fucking game. Any thoughts here, buddy?
No, I'm with you on that sentiment there. Was that Mac that talked us into that? Or
I think he was, because Southern Utah had played really well recently, and we said, maybe we should take the 8.5. So yeah, my apologies. But we bounced back. Did not bet this game, but Coastal did cover the 5.5 in this rock fight. South Alabama wins by 5, 53-48. Absolute rock fight there in Mobile. Picked this correctly, but did not bet this. I don't think any of us. Actually, I think Mac might have bet. He bet South Alabama. I think he lost. Any thoughts?
He may have. No. I got nothing to add on this one either. Yeah. Next slide, Sullivan.
Yeah. Shout out to Dusty Bottoms. I'm here for the great show that fades undefeated 12-year-old youth basketball teams. We do. We do that. How's that working out? We want updates. Next up, I got sold a bad play here. Penn State.
You guys went in.
Mac, this was his money line play. I mean, I'll be honest, I sprinkled the money line too.
Yeah, you wanted it last night too.
Well, I didn't love the money line slate. I was like, I went with Western Illinois as my play, but I bet both on the money line and both ate shit. Northwestern 94, Penn State 73. Good God. Penn State's going to open, huh?
I don't know. I don't know if the expectations are high for them to run him out of there.
They did have Franklin's buyout this past year too, so maybe he gets another year.
Well, they got off of the hook there.
Oh, that's right, because he took the Hokie job. That's right. Yeah, they're going to fire him then. I think they'll fire him.
It was still a good chunk, but yeah, they got off the hook.
What a win. Dominating 21-point win.
If I remember correctly, it was like 8 or 9 million instead of 55.
Yeah, I think you're right. I remember reading that. Shout out to Northwestern for their big time win. And then I battled you bozos here. Lock battle win for Dundee as Memphis sticks it to Florida Atlantic by 27. You guys getting cute with this Florida Atlantic play there in Memphis, the way Memphis got embarrassed on the road.
Bad pick.
This was not that lit, too. Shout out to Charles Walker in the chat. I know he's a Memphis fan. You guys needed this one. We Tigers on this podcast. Then I also locked up UT Martin. I think I might have battled Mac. UT Martin gets it done as they win by 8. Shout out to the Skyhawks. Yeah, could you taking this?
Took UT Martin. I mean, like you've been on recently, is they perform better on the road or just as good on the road as they do at home. And they're getting fully they're getting healthier. So yeah, they're a team that I've been backing or been looking to back recently. So yeah, I give you credit on this pick.
Well, if you're going to give me credit on this pick, then you should give me credit for losing money for Moneyline McIntyre. I told him that I was going to fuck up his bet, and I decided to bet money on Little Rock.
You
late. This was a late edition.
This.
Originally, I was on Tennessee State, and then I said he made a lot of good points. Let me bet Little Rock, and then I told him, I said, everybody should bet the opposite of me because Little Rock. I would love to know over like 3 years what's my record on Little Rock. The last 3 or 4 years. They're the hardest team for me to fucking handicap. Tennessee State wins by 7. And we lose a double lock with Little Rock. Little Rock, 0 points the final 6 minutes of the game.
Dude, that's bad too.
No, that's what I'm saying. 5-point halftime lead. Rigged. 9 free throws to 23, by the way.
Yeah, probably not as bad as what was the first one? It was a Gulf Coast, but still pretty bad.
Jerry Davis, I was not watching this game. I think by this point, what time is this slate at? I fell asleep at one point in this show. So, John Phillips, I did just hear that Lou Holtz. I was hoping that wasn't true. Want to send our love and prayers and respect and everything, best wishes to the Holtz family. I know he's a life well lived, but at the same time, the legend. So sad to see that news. Anything else you want to say on this game?
No, I just went and looked up the game flow of this, and yeah, they got outscored 17-0 in the final 6:20.
Of course I bet on. It's probably the first time I bet on Little Rock all season. That's funny.
Hilarious,
that's funny.
Dude.
Here
you go.
Unfucking believable. I'll tell you, this year's weird.
There.
This year's weird, dude. I know I sound like a maniac, like if you're listening to us, but I've been doing the show for a long fucking time. And I don't remember this much weirdness in a season. Not even last year. And last year we flagged those rigged teams. This year, I feel like it's been worse even. Anyway, shout out to Tennessee State for that. 357 giving us $2. Colby, your thoughts on Legos for adults? I never fucked with it, but I think as one of the things, at least for myself,
not in the Lego
kids
phase yet either, right? Because he's
not yet. One. But I'll tell you this, because I'd be lying to you if I don't go out of his way to pick out like Matchbox car scene, or the just little cars. I go out of my way, like it's become like a hobby of mine. Not that I have them; they're all in his room, but I try to give him like the fucking best shit. Like I'm like, oh, dude, you gotta get this fucking. Look at this, vintage Cobra. You know what I mean, or whatever, like Mustang GT. So like, I could see being like, there's something about it. I wouldn't have been able to say this without having kids, because you reconnect with your childhood. And that, to me, like if you had asked me this question 5-6 years ago, I'd be like, I don't know. I think it's fucking ridiculous adults are doing this. This is something, to me, you have to live to experience, to actually be able to relate and say, man, I found myself, I gave him a bunch of my, he's only one, he's 2 in a couple days here, but I gave him a bunch of my starting lineups and shit and my, some bobbleheads that I had. So like, I don't even think he fully appreciates them yet. But they're that he likes I don't let him really fuck with the bobbleheads yet, but like the starting lineups, he's playing with those things. and like I don't know that he fully grasped like, hey, this is Cal Ripken Jr. or this is whoever, but I dig the fact something in me is like, that's cool that he's playing with it. So I find myself more like willing to go get a starting lineup via eBay or some shit than I would ever before in my life. So. Cool. So why not? Why not do it with Legos? Yeah.
My sister is in on the Legos. She builds. I was never a Lego person, but she likes them. So
I still think the one of the best like meme things they do is the photo of like having across the bedroom with Legos on the floor. You know
I
what I
don't know
mean?
if
Like,
I know what you're talking about.
oh, dude, that shit was. I can remember my dad fucking cursing. Like if you had to like abruptly have to run in my bedroom when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and my dad being like, "Fuck these goddamn toys," because you step on that bare feet going across a room.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
They're little plastic shit.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I remember that. There's a meme out there that they've like taken a photo of that being like, this is one of the most painful things, having to cross over the floor with a bunch of Legos. Lindenwood stuck it to Southern Indiana. Didn't bet this. Should have. They won by 13. I think we picked it correctly, didn't we, Bieniek?
No, I was on USA with MAAC.
Ooh. Okay.
Did not pick it
Did MAAC
correctly.
bet this?
I don't think so.
Next up, SEMO, Western Illinois. Easy cash. The only problem is the money line didn't hit, but we nailed the points and the Leathernecks as they only lose by 4. Money line was live here, dude. We had a shot. I mean, they were losing the whole game, but I'm saying like there was points where I thought we could get there. Yeah. That's all I got to say, but we got to talk all about this. And I apologize, Bieniek. You tried to talk me into a lock with Presbyterian, and I apologize for not going with you. I don't know that you actually did, right? But
no, I didn't fire here. No.
High Point wins by 3 against Presbyterian, 84-81. Woo! High Point's not that good, dude. I don't think they're gonna win their conference. The more I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like Winthrop a little bit more. And yeah, they've already beat them. Yeah, I mean, it's Clayman's first go around, man. It's not been smooth. They're a good team. It's just they've escaped in some matchups where they really their roster shouldn't be. So
yeah. We should have bet. I just got that stadium was so lit over the past couple of years, and even tonight I felt like the crowd was decent. Shout out to Auburn 400 giving us $10. Appreciate you, Auburn. Thank you, really do. Next up we had Idaho, Northern Colorado. Smash play, one of my top 3 plays on the board. Northern Colorado wins by 8. Is Lock Battle win against Bieniek?
Hey, I said if I had to jump in front of a train to save Northern Colorado, I'd do it.
You did it, buddy. You did it. This was a double lock for me and Mac, and a Lock Battle win against Bieniek. It's about time, man. 35 points by Denker.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a Northern
Denker,
Colorado team that we've seen, the entire year. I'm just pissed it happened against my Vandals, because if there's one team that I kind of liked a little bit more than NOCO, it would be Idaho. I had them winning the league when Northern Colorado was kind of the favorite. So
yeah.
They're
Folks,
out here ruining tickets.
They are ruining tickets. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is your home for pick-up entries where you can win up to 5,000 times the amount of money you enter. I like this angle, Bieniek. I'm trying to remember it from the SGP show. I think I took the lower on Yaxel Lindenberg.
I don't like it now.
I know, with 25.5, I think the number was off the top of my head. Points, rebounds, assists, because I think Sparty can fuck with those bigs, right? And then I took what was my number on? I think it was Jeremy Fears higher than 13.5 or 12.5 points. Look into that, but anyway, that's available. Stuff like that's available. UnderdogFantasy.com. You got to check it out. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play $5, get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. So do that and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has crushed it this NFL postseason, especially on the props. So jump over there. 22-12 on reception props, 6-1 on touchdown props, 2-0 on interception props. Jump over there. We still got one game left. The Super Bowl All right, super easy to sign up. Run predictions off the house model or make your own and mess around with those sliders. Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app. That's RITHMM for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. Promo code SGPN25. All right, we are back. And Bieniek, the people want to know your thoughts on Olympics for hockey.
I think it could turn into a shit show because the rink's not regulation size. But I'm excited that the NHL players are back into it for the first time in like 12 years. I think Canada is going to respond. So, yeah, that's my prediction or opinion on it.
There you go. Next up,
they've been getting their ass kicked in the juniors, so they got to stick up for them.
Next up, we got destroyed here on Towson as Wilmington wins by 9 at Towson. Big time game. Wilmington and Charleston answered the test in the CAA on the road. Bad spot here for us, and got nothing here. Your thoughts?
I loved this spot for Towson as UNC Wilmington's not looked super sharp on the road so far this season, but they were all business tonight. Took care of them in the first half. Second half, just were able to kind of finish the job here, but they had a good offensive day. And that's been the biggest thing for them on the road is they haven't really shot it as well. They went 12 of 31 from deep and, had a good day on that side of the ball against a good defense. So
yeah. Bad play by us. I mean, shout out to Wilmington. Great win.
Towson also going 3 of 16 from deep. Doesn't help.
This next game, I must admit, circle of trust here. I wake up and I see this game because I didn't know what to do here. I think I took Washington. I can't remember if I even took Illinois or Washington on the show. I think I took Illinois on the show, actually, the more I think about it, because I think I was the West Coast to East Coast thing. I wake up, I see a 14 out there, and I say, fuck it, that's too many. Let me get Washington. So I throw a few bucks on Washington. It hits circle of trust. I didn't put this. This was not. You wouldn't have known this. So I'm not. This is not part of my record that I'm going to tout at the end of the night because you wouldn't have known this. But I did make money off this game. Bieniek, I did not watch. I had this on, but I didn't pay great attention. This is right around where, like I said, I fell asleep for a good chunk of the late night slate.
Yeah.
On the couch watching games. But did you catch this?
Watched a little bit of it. It was multi-screening. Also had that Red Wings hockey game on that Chat was talking about earlier. Didn't look like Illinois really played their A-level top-notch game in this one, but still cruised. Wagler had another good day. But Washington also matches up with them well. Like, they're bigger physical team, and Illinois, where they've had some weakness or shown a little bit of weakness is the physicality part. They have the size. I just don't know what it is about some of the teams that are able to punch them in the mouth. And Washington jumped out to a good, first half performance. Illinois also kind of was hampered a little bit by not having Boswell, who's one of their sturdier guards defensively. So, just kind of cruised to a victory here.
Shout out to, I think MAAC locked up Washington too. So there we go. Next up on that fucked up court, none of us bet this, but Cal Poly dominated Bakersfield there. Fuck, what was this? 25-point win. I did not have this in the realm of possibilities, but shout out to Mustangs. Big win there. I actually picked Bakersfield on the sheet. I think MAAC picked Cal Poly, but none of us bet this. But I look, as a Big West specialist, if you paid attention to my locks, I still think this is I am despite moving 3 time zones over, I believe I'm still well qualified to talk Big West action.
Poly ran them out of their own building and had a tremendous first half. Also, the chat was talking about the tennis match and how fantastic it was. So it made me put it on. And good Lord, Zverev is like one of the biggest choke artists in the world.
You're a tennis player.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I don't know anything about tennis. So
I actually find it super entertaining. Most people that I talk to don't, but there's a lot of action in the sport. So
I've occasionally
it's
followed
not a
some of
boring
Scott
one.
Rochelle stuff. I'm kind of like a team sport guy.
Yeah.
You gotta have, but
picture Zverev as like Miami football of the last 20 years. So flashy, talent always there. Just chokes in the biggest games, and they'll have a lead and they'll do something stupid and just goes out the window.
There you go.
He had a 2-set, basically had a 2 touchdown lead in the fourth quarter and blew it.
Shit the bed.
Yeah.
Next, check out the tennis gambling podcast. Scott Rochelle does a great job. Yeah.
He's a grinder. He's one of the best at SGPN, no doubt.
No doubt, man. Next up, did lose a lock battle against MAAC here as Montana wins 64-60 against Portland State. I got to give it to him. Money Williams and the Grizz. I did fall asleep during this, so I didn't watch the final couple minutes. I'm sure there was probably some high drama, but Montana wins by 4 and gets it done. Did you bet this with me, Bieniek?
I did not bet this. I was actually on Portland State, so I got this.
Yeah, I
wrong.
took Portland State. Yeah. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. Next up, MAAC ate shit here. I knew this line stunk, so I took Sac State. I did not bet this. Did you bet this?
No, I didn't bet it.
Shack State, which you've been
State.
saying. I love that nickname. MAAC ate shit here. Sac State wins outright by 3.
Celebrated because somebody in the chat yesterday was like, "Why'd you call it Shack State? Noah doesn't know shit." I was like, "Dude, how you calling me? Don't know shit. You don't know Shaq's the GM. Come on."
So here's what's kind of hilarious is by Montana State. Now Montana was the team of the night in the Big Sky, but by Montana State and Idaho losing, Portland State still in first place in the Big Sky, but Montana did inch closer and perhaps would have a tiebreaker on the Vikings. Next up, as a Big West
fun conference tournament, we talk about Northern Colorado having value. I mean, that's a logjam at the top between 3 teams that have all been playing well in Montana, Montana State, Portland State. Montana and Montana State maybe have more of the brand recognition and the program pedigree. Idaho has one of their better teams they've had in a while, and the Northern Colorado's bringing it up the rear, but they'll probably surprise a couple of teams late. So,
yeah, shout out to Clark who got Montana and Santa Barbara plus 616 parlay money line. That's getting it done. Should have let me know about that. I would have. Well, actually, I took Portland State, but yeah, I would have faded you. Anyway, Big West specialist Dundee in the house because my night was kind of 500 before closing time with the Big West. When you call in the Big West specialist, pick motherfucking Dundee. I did bet Cal State Northridge. And Northridge wins by 16 against Davis. Bieniek, your thoughts on this one?
Didn't catch this one really. But Northridge, they put up 94 on Davis's defense, which is,
I got to give them credit. They've got that place kind of packed. For LA, they actually have played themselves.
At least Newman's given them something to somewhat be
well,
excited
and the
about,
fans
right?
actually show up. It's actually turned into a decent home edge.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
they were disgusting for probably a decade.
Yeah.
Prior to this, so they have a winner and they're showing up. So kudos to them. But yeah, 94 against Davis is very solid against that gymless defense.
Yeah. Then the Big West specialists delivered as we triple locked UC Santa Barbara, which got the most expensive roster in the Big West.
Is that a fact? Yeah.
I just believe that's a fact. I don't have any proof. Yeah.
I just didn't know if that was official or not.
I just think with some of the guys they landed, I don't know if you're comparing other rosters, how it could be even close. Maybe Irvine? I don't think so, though. Santa Barbara goes into UC San Diego, wins by, 6 or 14? 14. Yeah, this was our best play of the night. Triple lock.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't even think they played that well tonight. I watched a lot of this. I was most impressed by the big man, Zion Sensley, going for 10-7. Like, it was just kind of a mediocre day for both Mahaney and Little, who are their 2-star guards. Little got a lot of his points at the free throw line. It was a little bit of empty calories on that stat line. But they actually, I don't know if it was UC San Diego not hitting shots or like Santa Barbara locked them down tonight. It was a good performance for them.
No, they've turned a corner. Like we highlighted this before. I think
like,
it started with them smacking Hawaii.
The defense today was good. I didn't necessarily think that the defense was like leading them in other games. I don't think they played well tonight, and they were able to take down one of the top 5 teams in the league convincingly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you. They're kind of clicking at the right time here. I don't know if this is necessarily the right time, but they're clicking in the conference play.
Yeah. Agreed. Next up, we had the discipline. This will stay off because this line stunk. And Riverside wins by 10 against Long Beach. Amar in the chat. Hey, Colby, the recap is taking really long today. Yeah, it's because people keep throwing $5 to talk about random fucking topics, which I will do.
We talked about gas stations for 12 minutes.
Well, another thing is I just woke up. Normally, I don't get the wake up right before the show. So I'm ready to we could do this shit till 7 a.m.
You and I took a nap.
Yeah. So I'm rejuvenated. No, mine was not planned.
But this guy has a VSiN hit every Thursday night, so I know I'll get cranky, and both Mac and Colby know that. So
that's what saved me, is my alarm for VSiN at 1:20 in the morning or 1:15 in the morning. Yeah.
I used to be a bulldog and be able to tough that out. But in the off season, I fixed my sleep schedule, and it's not been smooth this year.
Yeah. Stayed away from this because it stunk. And then Big West Specialist 3-0 on the Big West plays because me and Bieniek double locked Irvine and won a lock battle against McIntyre as Irvine wins 87-76 in overtime.
Fantastic game.
Yeah, I caught the end of this. I mean, dude, Irvine? I thought that shot was down before we even went to overtime. With a second left, I was like, "Oh, he's got it." No, rattles out. But also had like a 6-point lead with like a minute and a half left, and almost lost the fucking game. Yeah, great game, fun watch. So Irvine now in sole possession of first place in the Big West. But don't look now, because Santa Barbara right on their ass. Obviously Hawaii right on their ass. Yeah. But your thoughts?
This one hurts the at-large case that Hawaii was slowly but surely creeping towards. A road win at UC Irvine would have been the best win in the league. Unfortunately, unable to pull that out, and they were right there at the end. I thought Irvine kind of controlled most of this, and that was, dictated by their pace of play. Really kind of grinded this one down, which was what we kind of predicted them to be able to do. Hawaii, they're deeper this year. Like, I know we're talking about this team is very good. They had a lot of production actually off the bench for them today. And that was a good portion or reason for them having that second half extra spurt there to get that thing to overtime. So I do not come away, less thinking less of Hawaii, I should say.
I agree. Now Irvine does go to the Thunderdome, I think this next week. I think it's going to come crashing down there for them. Great game though. Great. I mean, I only caught the second half, but
dude, he lost.
Yeah. Game balls, buddy. Let's get to it. Game ball 1. I think I already I think I already threw this out there with, you know what? It probably should be, the more I think about it, double-digit dogs. Western Carolina deserves a fucking game ball. Double-digit dog wins outright. Give me that game ball for the Catamounts. Shout out to Weehawk. Where are you going here, Bieniek?
Let's talk about the one that we just talked about. That was, in my opinion, the biggest game of the night. It lived up to the hype. Goes to overtime. Irvine pulling out the win against Hawaii.
Yeah, I'll stay on the heavy dog tip. James Madison at Troy. What? They stuck it to him. Game ball for the Dukes. Bieniek?
I'll go Memphis. Doubted him today. Locked up, bet FAU, and they drilled him.
Yeah.
Dougie went for 23.
Third game ball. These double-digit dogs. North Dakota taking down St. Thomas, 81-80. That's a huge win on the road. And they've been trash on the road, too. So, yeah, shout out to the Fighting Sioux. Final game ball, Bieniek. Where are you going?
Final game ball for me. Let's do.
There's a lot of options, believe it or not.
Yeah, there are. I mean, honestly, fantastic day of games.
Yeah.
Coming into the day, we were like, there's some dead weight. The good ones lived up to the hype. That was for sure. Let's do. Yeah, there's a lot of options here.
I mean, like, to me, like, just off the top of my head, it would be like, I think you could play either of the CAA road teams. I also think you could play Utah Valley with the way they stuck it to. I know they were man down with Tarleton, but who cares? They complete the sweep. If you're Valley, you're saying it's not our fault that Johnson's not playing. I think those are some solid options right there. I would also say, what was the other one I had pinpointed?
Did you
Colorado.
You go Liberty?
I did not, but that's a good game ball.
Yeah, I'll do Liberty. I mean, they were the number one team in the conference, coming in with a target on their back against Middle Tennessee, who I think is good, and they just ran through them. So
yeah,
I'll do the Flames.
There we go. All right, let's jump to tomorrow's slate. Out the gate. Whoa. Did I upload the wrong thing? Hang on 1 second here. I uploaded the SGP thing. Hang on. Give me 5 seconds here.
All good.
Doing multiple shows and pulling up the wrong shit.
You want to do an ad?
Well, hang on. Let me figure this out. But yeah, I will in 5 seconds. Because it's hard for me to read the ad and pull it up at the same time. I can't do two things at once here.
I thought you were an octopus, like hands and eyes everywhere. You got 9 TVs, so you have like 8 eyes.
That I can handle, but not two audios on at the same time. Folks, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by, us. We are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Make sure you go check out the SGPN app. It's free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store. Got access to all of our articles, our written content there that is fire, and then podcasts, picks for every sport too. You have that all right there for free. We're not trying to get money out of you. All right, so go check that out. Also, check out the SGPN merch store because Pick Dundee t-shirts available over there. And as a Big West specialist, if you're in the Big West, you should have one of those shirts. Also, back to school shirts or back to school shirts that you should have as well. Also, want to say that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Avo. Make more money betting sports with Avo. That's AVO. Avo is the best sports betting tool that helps you make a profit every time you decide to place bets. They do this by spotting arbitrage and plus EV opportunities for you faster than the competitors, and they keep you organized in one place, which is half the battle, I feel like. If you're new to arbitrage betting, you're finding opportunities in the market where you can bet both sides to lock in a profit. Check it out. Sign up. Get started now at avo.bet. Use the promo code SGPN for $18 off. That's avo.bet, promo code SGPN for $18 off. And we're also brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. Yes, all 50 states. Kalshi is legal. You can trade tons of markets on sports, including college hoops, college football, college baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, and much, much more. You could even trade props. How great is that? Besides markets, they got a ton of other, besides sports, they got a ton of other markets, including politics, entertainment, hell, even the weather. So jump over to Kalshi. New customers get $20 when they use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. All right. We are back on the college basketball experience, and we have a standalone game, which me and Bieniek bet yesterday. I have this bet sitting. It has not been voided.
Nope.
I have 9.5. So now it's at 11.5. This game was moved from Thursday to Friday. I'm assuming that's a weather related thing. Yeah. Did not fact check that, but
actually, I don't know if it is. It was.
So why the hell was it
Louisiana
moved?
Today? Maybe it was prior to the week.
Maybe travel from Georgia Southern. Maybe.
Yeah, that could have been it.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Because Louisiana was fine. LSU was actually having a baseball practice today.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Check out the college baseball experience, folks. At 11.5, I'm not changing my opinion. Now, I don't like it as much, obviously, than 9.5, but I still think Southern's the play. You?
Yeah, I still like Southern a lot. The cocktail napkin, I had it at 15.5 yesterday. It hasn't moved. So yeah, I still like Georgia Southern. And yeah, Colby, we were talking about it on the SC preview. Injuries are going to happen in the preseason. They're down their ace and their first baseman. So South Carolina is in trouble.
Ooh.
We were talking about hot seat potentially there.
Yeah,
and
I think that's probably going to open.
AD. So
and Donati had success with TCU. Remember that magical run there in Omaha. Check out the college baseball experience, folks, because we've been killing it over there. So
and probably, if not bigger, it's right there, baseball versus basketball brand. So the reason why I brought it up was yesterday we talked about Paris getting blown out against Florida, and if that's going to open, yeah, it'll be interesting this spring on campus in Columbia.
It will. I got to get down there, man. Today's slate, only 23 games, but fuck, I love it, man. And one of the big reasons is a game like this. The battle for the fucking wagon wheel. Kent State is at Akron. Akron's laying 11.5. Current MAAC rankings, in case you're wondering. Miami, Ohio in first place, but Akron's 1 game back and Kent State's just 2 games back. This game is fire. I fully expect this to be lit. I've watched this for years. Shit, probably decades now. Akron's been drilling these teams, but I gotta take the points, man. Am I foolish now? I did not have this as a lock, but I think it's like just a big game that I want to bet. I'm gonna take Kent State plus the 11.5. Now it seems dangerous because Akron has been drilling everybody not named Miami, Ohio.
Yeah,
but I'm going in on the 11.5. Give me a lock on Kent State. This game is awesome. Bieniek?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Akron's been beating everybody by double digits. They've looked more convincing in a lot of their wins, other than Miami, Ohio with the perfect record. But I mean, Akron's kind of looked like the stronger team against some of the other foes in the league. And rivalry game aspect. This should be close. The cocktail napkin thinks it's right on the number here, minus 11 for Akron. I'm going to go with my gut. I'll take the Golden Flashes. And yeah, one of the bigger games of the day, one of the ones that I want to watch. I'll have it on, and I'll have a bet on it. Let's go Flashes.
Double lock on the Golden Flashes and Robert Martin. You fucking saint, you. Our boy Robert Martin, who's been rocking with us for years, man.
Robert.
Giving us 100 Canadian. Can we get a triple lock? I'm riding with you, Kent State. You mean triple parlay because we don't have a third person here? How about you be the third?
No,
Robert.
I think he was talking about he being.
Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah, I'm a moron. Woo! Robert Martin, let's get that triple lock music, brother. And Robert's been fucking great, man, forever, man. One of my favorite people we've connected with doing this show. Triple lock. Let's go, Robert. Kent State plus 11. I hear there's 12 out there. We got to go. We got to check that 12. You might need it.
Cheers from Michigan to you in Canada.
Let's go. At MJ, I have been to Charleston many times.
Yeah.
Great city. I actually somewhat considered moving there. Still might. I don't know. East Coast time zone is a bitch for me, but me and my wife have had conversations about moving there. But we were just there for the White Tiger. I took White Tiger to the Charleston Classic and whatever that was, late November, I think. Yeah.
Charleston's an awesome area, and it's slower than a lot of your other cities, and I like that. But yeah, there's a little bit of everything for everybody in that city. So
yeah, I gotta get the cash sound. Cha-ching. I'll work on that. I can't wait to watch this game though, dude. Great game. Next up we have.
I don't know if I like the cash sound when we get tips though. Like when we hit a bet.
Cha-ching. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
And shout out to Carlton for the slides, man. He's kicking ass behind the scenes on the slides. Princeton is taking on Cornell in Ithaca. Cornell, they've been playing this shit since 1902. Cornell laying 5.5. I think this is one of Carlton's favorite plays, taking Princeton plus the 5.5. I don't know, man. I actually think I'm going to lay it. I don't feel great about it but Princeton's been so bad on the road and they're coming off a win. I'm going to lay it with Cornell. I don't think I'm going to bet it though. What are you doing here?
Don't really want to touch this one. Like you said, Princeton has not won a road game this year. Cornell's offense is solid. They just won back-to-back road games. They're coming back home here on a high. I'll take the points, but not firing here. Yeah.
Give me Cornell. I think Cornell's going to get them. Fun matchup, though. Next up. Oh, Jerry Mack and Siena head to Niagara Falls, where the Purple Eagles are catching 9.5, dude. You know my theory on these fucking conference games here. Siena did win back on December 5th by 29. But this one's in Lewiston at the Gallagher Center. I'm taking the 9.5 with Niagara. However, I will not bet this one, even though I have a theory. Like I bet if you've been listening to me over the years, I normally will always take 9.5, 9, 10 in this conference. I think I'm going to stay back on this one, though. What are you doing here?
I'm taking the points. Not firing here, though. But yeah, I can't bet Niagara. But I think
if I wake up tomorrow and this shit's at 10.5, I think I'm going in.
Siena's just been really weird lately, and I'll take the points. No bet.
Yeah. Next up, we have Ooey Pooey at Youngstown State. We have news that Moneyline McIntyre will be in the building. Where's John in the chat? You should meet up with McIntyre there at the Ice Chest, because he's going to this game, allegedly. Depends how fucked up he's getting right now. But, yeah. That's one. 10.5 though, man. Give me the points. Give me the points.
Cocktail Napkin also likes the over here. I think I've lost enough on IU Indy overs. And also their offense on the road is just not as good as it is at home. Last game only putting up 58 points, one day in between. And Youngstown State's got one of the better home atmospheres. I don't know how it's been lately with them not having a top-tier team, because it's still a program that's been on the rise, but I'll take the Flightless Birds here. No bet.
Jerry Davis saying there's 11.5 out there. Can you find an 11.5 right now? Because I think I'll go in.
Let's see here.
I think I'll go in if I can get 11.5. I see 10.5 right now where I'm looking. Doesn't mean it's not out there.
Yeah, I see 10.5 everywhere except for Circa's showing a little bit of signs that it could rise. They're at 11 right now.
All right, give me 11 then. Give me flat 11 at Circa. Shout out to the great Derek Stevens. Yeah. I got to just remember to do it right after the show. Ooey Pooey, plus 11. I'm locking this. Battle, Clark.
Derek's from my state, and he still can't get into Michigan. So
Next up, fucking Sacred Heart in the Battle of Merritt Parkway at the Aqueduct, better known as Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac laying 8.5. I'm actually gonna lay it here. I don't know. Is this a rivalry game?
yeah, I mean, I'm not super confident in this, but I like Quinnipiac. They're coming off a 2-game road trip. And they beat Sacred Heart by 10 on the road earlier this season. Quinnipiac's not playing their best ball right now. They've lost 3 of the last 5. But it has been St. Peter's, MAAC, and at Marist. So I think although it's 8.5, I feel like I'm buying low on the Bobcats. Do you like it or no?
I'm not gonna lock it. I'll take the Aqueduct, but I'm not gonna lock it because that's not a far trip. You know what I mean? Like this is
not at all.
Yeah, and the fact they played so recently, I think normally I like to take the points in that scenario, but I just think Quinnipiac's a lot better than Sacred Heart this year. So I'll take the Aqueduct, no lock. Next up, now I will lock this next game. Marist is laying 11.5 at Canisius. What the fuck am I missing here?
This is wild.
Canisius has lost 5 straight, but they've been a covering machine. They covered against Fairfield. They covered against Sacred Heart. They covered against Mount St. Mary's. Right? Like, where have they covered 5 straight, or is it 4 out of 5? I don't know if maybe the Mount St. Mary's was not the one. Maybe they covered Niagara.
I'll bet this. I mean, Cocktail Napkins only got it at 9. That's
Yeah, I'm betting Canisius all day. Marist is trash on the road too.
They're not as good on the road as they are at home. They'll win the game.
They will.
I just don't know if they're going to do it by 12.
But if you're looking for like live money lines that are not that crazy, this is plus 600. I don't think they'll win the game either, but I think this is a close game. I think it's a close game.
It's a little crazy.
Dude, Marist, who the fuck is Marist? Like,
they're good.
Oh, come on, dude. At Siena, Marist lost by 19.
Yeah, Siena's good too.
No, Siena's all over the place. All over the place. They lost at St. Peter's by 10. Right?
I mean, St. Peter's is good.
St. Peter's is decent, but it's still, I mean, it's not like what's the road win that I'm supposed to is jaw dropping? The Ryder win by 22? I think Ryder's terrible.
Yeah.
Like where's the road win that I'm supposed to be like, oh shit.
Is Canisius like so much better than Ryder though?
I do think they are. And how about this? They only beat Bryant by 8 on the road. I think Canisius is better than Bryant.
It comes down to this. Like, Marist's offense is very spotty, and they often go into droughts on the road. Even though they have a good defense, it's going to be a rock fight. And, yeah, I'll take Canisius and the points and lock it up with you.
Sprinkle a little bit on that money line. Double lock on the Golden Griffs. Speaking of the moving company, they are in Manhattan. Well, not really. They're taking on Manhattan, but the game is in, where's this again? Queens? Is it Queens? Bronx, the Bronx, the Bronx. It's the Bronx, the South Bronx.
I did not know there's a different
borough.
Yeah.
But I look.
Manhattan.
This is another lock here. I'm laying the 6.5 with Manhattan. Ryder's terrible. Manhattan at home is good. I'm going to lay the 6.5 with the Jaspers. What are you doing here?
Too many points for me with Manhattan. I can't go in. I was close to like Ryder was one of the teams I was like fringe.
They are 0-11 on the road, so you could say that they do.
Manhattan's played like dog shit the last 7 games. They've lost 6 of 7. Give me the Bronx. No bet.
So only one road game all year. Oh no, there's Mary Mac. Damn, they almost beat Merrimack. What the fuck is that game?
Probably were able to beat the zone. But yeah, I'll take the Bronx and the Bronx.
Battle? You got a battle? You locking this?
No. I'm not going to bet it. No.
I think Manhattan's the spot. I think Manhattan wins by double digits. Next up, and Jerry Davis riding with me. Let's go double lock from Dundee and Davis. Fairfield is at Iona. Iona is laying 3.5. Which Iona will we get? Iona is 9-1 at home. Fairfield is 4-7 on the road. Does this line rig to you, Bieniek? What's the cocktail napkin got this at? Because I want to bet Iona here.
So the cocktail napkin has Iona minus 2.5. So it's like right there, but
I'm gonna lock up Iona, even though it's got a little odor to me, but I'm gonna lock up the Gales. I will lay the 3.5 with the Gales. Bieniek?
Iona's another one of these teams that's done pretty well at home. Looking it up right now. They are 7-3 against spread at home. So, and they have one loss at home, and it's the Quinnipiac, which was a blowout, and I actually bet that. But I will take the Gales. That one's a fringe. That one's a fringe bet.
Alrighty, next up. Northern Kentucky's at Detroit. The Norse are laying 5.5. The Norse have lost 2 straight. My first thought was we got to take Northern Kentucky here. I'm going to lay the 5.5, but I can be talked into a lock. The only thing is that 5.5 number is always tricky. Your thoughts on this matchup, Bieniek?
I mean, I don't know how good Detroit is. They've kept winning games. I watched this team and I'm not impressed. But the last game was the loss to their rival Oakland, and they've had almost a week off. I'll take the Titans and the points. No bet. Northern Kentucky is another one of those teams that defensively, they play well in the Horizon League. Offensively, I think they're better offensively than they have been in the past, but also on the road, they're a little spotty as well. So
I'm going to take Northern Kentucky. No bet. By the way, Amar saying you can get a flat 3 on Iona. And we will search for that right after the show. Next up, okay, let's have some fun here. Cleveland State's fucking trash, all right? They're trash, all right? I mean, look, one of the things I love about what Gottlieb's doing is like they're 333rd in pace, right?
They're running with talent. Increase the amount of possessions you can get if you can out-talent a team.
Cleveland State's 357th in defense. That's bottom 10 in the country. They're 318th in taking care of the ball. I think this is a smash spot for Green Bay. I'm going to lay the 7.5. I think they're winning by double digits here.
357th in defense when your program's been built on defense is not very good.
Yeah. I already bet this. I was doing the Visa spot. I gave this away. Give me that Phoenix and Gottlieb. Phoenix?
Oh, you were talking about their Green Bay slows it down.
Mm-hmm.
I misheard you. But yeah, that doesn't change my opinion on this. I'll take Green Bay. I'll fire because I don't have many bets, but I'm mainly going off of you and your handicap here.
Double lock on the Phoenix. Let's go. Come on, Gottlieb. 20-point win. 20-point win tomorrow. Let's keep this lock party going. This is the best part of the slate right now. Next up, we have Providence at Villanova. Both these teams coming off what UConn losses.
Yeah.
Villanova's got a lot of rest. This game's actually on campus too. It's not at the Sixers Arena, whatever the fuck that's called. Yeah. I'm locking up Nova minus 8.5. I think they're going to drill Providence tomorrow. Second end of a back-to-back away. I also think just stylistically, it is a good matchup for Villanova. Once again, they're What did he do right now?
Yo.
Oh, there we go. Another 100 Canadian, dude. Robert Martin, the fucking man. Triple locking.
Thank you.
The Green Bay Phoenix. You are the man, brother.
What a nasty
I hope you
lock,
come visit your daughter in March in Vegas because we'll have to all get up then, bro. Yeah, triple lock in the Phoenix. Let's ride.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're up top 'cause we play to win.
Shout out to the great Robert Martin. Appreciate you, brother. And that is a triple lock. Now back to this game though. I see Clark's with me here. I was on VSiN talking this game, so I have this kind of memorized here in my head. Is Nova's a top 30 team taking care of the ball. Providence 1-5 on the road, second end of a back-to-back away. They're also 327th in defensive rating. And the way that Villanova's had so much time off, I expect them to drill Providence tomorrow. So I have already bet this. I'm laying the 8.5 with the Wildcats. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, you kind of stole my thunder a little bit with the matchup stats, but I think it's a beautiful matchup for Villanova. Also, just Providence more fresh, I guess, off the heartbreaker game against UConn, and also a lot more pressure on English and the Friars. And yeah, I mean, their defense has been terrible this year, so it'll allow Villanova to have a little bit of a better offensive performance. Also, they're good on the glass, and Providence is just not that strong. So I like the Wildcats here too.
There we go. And shout out to 357 giving us $2. Did Derrick Rose attend a class when at Memphis? No. I'm going to say no. And if it was like to get scattered ass, chasing a gal. So I'm going to say no. Lock. Yeah. Bieniek's with me on that one. Appreciate the $2, 357.
Yeah. And that's a lock on Villanova too.
Yeah. Double lock on the Wildcats. We got a little song.
W-I-L-D Cats. W-I-L-D Wildcats. W-I-L-D Cats.
I'm gonna keep this lock party going. I highlighted this the other night, Bieniek. Rice is at Charlotte. Charlotte's laying 6.5. Rice, they got past ECU, but they've been out here in the Carolinas all week. I think Charlotte is going to get the best of them. I know they played an overtime game. Charlotte did in Philadelphia, but I just think Charlotte's a lot better than Rice. I'm going to lay the 6.5 with the clit as they're playing. They're still in first place. They can't fuck up here. Lay the 6.5 with the clit. Bieniek?
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you, and you kind of gave me the handicap. I mean, Charlotte's actually the traveling team here. Having played in Philly on Wednesday, and Rice played ECU yesterday. So
I didn't think Rice was good against ECU though. Like they won the game.
I'm not saying that Rice is good. I just think it's the spot, and I'll go Owls, but I'm not betting it. I think Charlotte is one of the better teams in the American this year.
Yeah, Clark agree with me, and same with TW with a lock on the clits there. So lock it up. Next up, fucking Dartmouth is at Yale. Yale laying 15.5. Good Lord. The Yale only won by 5 the last time they played.
You want to know the cocktail napkin?
Well, yeah, here? I do.
23.5.
God. I guess I'll lay it. I'm not betting this. I'll lay it though.
I'll lay it with Yale. Dartmouth has actually been one of those teams that they've played a little bit better on the road than they have at home. I don't think Yale covers this, but that's my pick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not betting this game. Probably the last game I'd bet on the fucking slate. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog is your home for pick 'em entries. You can win up to 5,000 times the amount of money you enter. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play $5. Get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. So do that and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has been crushing it this NFL postseason, especially on props. 22-12 on reception props, 2-0 in interception props, 21-13 on the rush attempt props. We still got one big game left there in the National Football League. So jump over there. Sign up. Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. That's Rhythm. RITHMM. Download it. Promo code SGPN25. All right. Robert Martin, the motherfucking man. All right. Next up, we have Stay in the Ivy as Penn is in Manhattan taking on Columbia. Columbia's laying 5.5. I'm on the Quakers in the points, and I'll be honest. I was thinking about the fucking money line here, but just it's a tricky game a little bit. I'll take the points. No bet. If I'm up or something, maybe I'll jump in if I hit the fucking Southern play. But right now, it's fringe. What are you doing here?
Feel like everybody's jumping off of Hovde and Columbia. I'll get back in on ground level with the Lions coming off a road win, looking to build a little bit of momentum. I'll take the Lions here against Penn. No bet.
I should mention this next game. Look, we have Harvard at Brown. Harvard's laying 2.5, and Carlton brought up a good point. By the way, for the record, Carlton likes Dartmouth against Yale. He also loves Brown against Harvard because tomorrow, tomorrow isn't Saturday. Yale and Harvard play, and that's a historic rivalry. So maybe the look-ahead spot there with Brown and Dartmouth. Harvard's laying 2.5 at Brown.
Carlton playing all the Ivy League games today.
Yeah, I'm actually not. I don't really feel great about. I'm gonna actually lay it with Harvard here, but
Harvard.
It's a good point. It's a good point with the look ahead spot. I just don't have a strong feel in this game. How about you?
Yeah, I don't have a tremendous feel on this one either, mainly because Brown is. If they were one-handed, their offense would be about the same. And we'll see what they can give us on that end of the floor today. I like Harvard off the loss, and I think they're the more talented team. But the spot helps. But I'll lay the 2.5. Short number. I think Harvard can outscore Brown.
Next up, we have Mount St. Mary's at St. Peter's. St. Pete's laying 7.5. Bieniek. ESPNU nationally televised. Well, St. Pete's is what, a half game back from first place. The Mount is in the middle towards the back a little bit, but Mount St. Mary's got them back on January 9th, so it's a revenge spot for St. Pete's. When they came to Emmitsburg, Maryland, Mount St. Mary's beat them by 5 just 21 days ago. I just don't like laying this big of a number with St. Pete's. Give me the points in Mount St. Mary's. This is like fringe lock to me. I don't like laying 7.5 with St. Pete's. I can elaborate on that. They're 327th in pace. They're 346th in field goal percentage. They don't score the ball well. They're 334th in 3-point percentage. 7.5 is a gigantic fucking number for this game. Your thoughts?
They've covered this number in every conference home game so far this year. And I'm on the Peacocks. Fringe bet for me, actually. You list a lot of the poor offensive numbers for Peters. Mount St. Mary's isn't too much better. And Peacocks have an elite defense. So I like St. Pete's here.
Lock?
I mean, I could have gotten there with a push, but I think my attention will be elsewhere at this time of the hour.
All right. Next up, we have Wright State, Milwaukee. This game, intriguing. We just talked about Wright State. Well, first off, I think we talked about Milwaukee last night with their strength of schedule there in the Horizon. They are only so Wright State and Oakland are in first place right now in the Horizon. Milwaukee back in with 3.5 games out of first, but even with that, they are in 7th place, I believe. But this line is super short. This is classic Horizon action here. Yeah. I got to take Milwaukee. The line is telling you to take Milwaukee.
Yeah, I think the line's actually kind of accurate, and it goes off of something I think I mentioned the other day. Wright State's played the weakest strength of schedule in the conference this year, and Milwaukee's got the number 1 strength of schedule in the Horizon League this year. So them having a short number at home kind of tells me that maybe that's what we're looking at. The napkin's a little bit off in favor of the Raiders, but I'll go with the Panthers here.
This is a
I'll go with
friend's lock to
Milwaukee.
me. This was like, should we lock this? I hadn't pulled the trigger yet, but I was like, I kind of like it.
I don't know. I'm going to sit
away.
this one out. Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to the game of the day. Maybe the game of the season thus far. The Michigan Wolverines. Phoenix with Michigan Wolverines are traveling to East Lansing, where the Wolverines are laying 1.5 for the battle for the Bunyan Trophy. Izzo is 2-0 against Dusty Bay.
Yes, he is. And kind of has been humiliating in both. The wins have been by a combined 30 points.
This game's on Fox, by the way, nationally televised. This game is awesome. So glad they put this on Friday night. I got to go back to I just think it's a bad matchup for Michigan. I think the bigs of Michigan State can really make the bigs of Michigan have to earn it. I kind of felt like that was would you agree that was kind of what they did last year as well?
So my analysis actually was, I think Dusty built the team this year to
get them.
Michigan State. Yeah, last year our bigs were soft. I mean, Vlad, Russian wrestler, sure, and he had his moments, but wasn't always in the best position. And Danny was not a great rebounder. And yeah, Michigan State just took it to us on the glass for sure. And yeah, they won by 17 and 13 in those matchups. And just pulling this up
now
because it is the bigger game of the day.
Well,
they out-rebounded us 34-25 in the first game, and then 39-30 in the other one. So
I still think, like, to me, when I look to take Michigan, I think it would be in Ann Arbor. When I think about Michigan State, they're both top 20 rebounding teams this year, but Michigan State, the offensive glass, they are much better than Michigan on the offensive side of the glass. Yeah. So I'm on Sparty. The only thing that scares me is I feel like everyone I'm talking to is on Sparty, but the line hasn't moved. I'm on Sparty, though, to get this thing done at home there. I also like their guard matchups there. But I'd say the big thing is, to me, this building, Izzo. I look to potentially take Michigan when it's in Ann Arbor this year. But, yeah, I'm assuming you're on the Wolverines, buddy.
So the cocktail napkin likes Sparty. And yeah, that probably is just by a case of, recent games being weighted a little bit more. Michigan's not looked sharp. I agree with your statement on I like Michigan State's backcourt a little bit more, especially right now, current form. Elliot Cadeau's kind of all over the place. And turnovers have been, in some of the games where Michigan does not play well, the turnovers will show up. That was the Achilles heel of last year's team. And I think that was an issue against Michigan State last year too, now that I recall. But no, I'm going to go Michigan. I think that Dusty built this team to really combat Michigan State on the glass. All three of the bigs this year are very athletic and good rebounders. The one area that I am concerned, and Michigan State has the advantage, is they have a really good point guard. But I don't think that's necessarily going to win them the game here. So I'll go Wolverines. I'll lock it up.
The chat says it has. I still see Michigan -1.5 at FanDuel right now. That's what I was looking at.
For what it's worth, I think that Michigan's going to be the public team tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a battle
here. Michigan's flipped. They are now the favorite in most spots.
Michigan is?
Michigan is.
Well, Michigan was the favorite all game, but no, but the chat's saying Michigan State's favorite. I don't see
ESPN bet /score bet is the only one that has Michigan State favored by 1.5, which they're conveniently always off.
Yeah, we got a battle here.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
Dodgy outsmart Phoenix on the Wolverines in a battle. Next up, we're going to the game. Rocco Miller is at. Whoa, did I fuck this up? I did fuck this up, didn't I? I see what I did. I see what I did. Hang on 1 second here. Because they're both Saints. They're both Saints. That's how I fucked it up. But here, let's share that screen. We have Dayton heading to St. Louis for the Battle of the Arch Baron Cup. St. Louis laying 11.5 off of the buzzer beater by Salt Frazier. I got a lock here, buddy.
The more desperate team.
I love Anthony Grant as a dog. I feel like it's rare in the A10 to catch him as a dog, especially a dog this big. Yeah,
I'll fill in for Mac. Foxhole spot.
Are you with me on this lock? Because I think it's a double lock on the Flyers. Flying on in. They don't even need to win the game. Would you be shocked if they won the game, Bieniek?
I wouldn't be shocked because it's the program, but I would not think it's very probable.
I'm just saying, like this, if you go back to like November, Dayton lost to BYU by 3. You know what I mean? Like they could stay in this game. George Washington was right fucking there, dude. Now this place will be on fire, but I'm all over the points. I thought about the money line, but I'm probably going to stay away. Give me the 11.5 in Dayton. Double lock. Let's go. Back to whoa.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Back to the slides, though. We have a ridiculous spread in the A10 on deck. As here, let's just go to VCU. I'm seeing it at 19.5 right now for what it's worth, but VCU laying 19.5 against the Ramblers, and I gotta lay it. I got Loyola's a fuck. They're all over the place here. No bet, but because I can see Loyola giving them like they've gotten up a couple times. Did they beat Santa Clara? Actually, the more I think about it, give me the points. No bet, though.
Oh,
what are you doing here?
I'm laying it. I think VCU puts it on them. The only thing that makes me nervous is like VCU's off the Richmond rivalry game. But yeah, I'll lay it.
And then next up, we are going to the Grand Canyon, Phoenix, Arizona, which where the university resides. They're laying 1.5 against Boise State. I remember being at Mountain West Media Days. I remember being schooled on some of the statements Boise State made about Grand Canyon being allowed to play this year. I think Grand Canyon's got this one circled. And they should have it circled just because they wanted to vomit after losing the way they lost in Reno the other night.
Yep.
I'm all over Grand Canyon here. Lock. Yeah, double lock on the Lopes. Laying the 1.5 against Leon Rice and company. Let's go. The chat's all over the place on this one. Some people like it Boise. Some teams like it Grand. I think Grand Canyon's going to fuck them up. I think they're going to get them pretty good here. Yeah, double lock. And then the final game. What a great slate as we end the night with the battle for the Fremont Cannon as Nevada is laying 7.5 against UNLV. 8.5 now I see. The money coming in on the pack. I'm all over UNLV here. Give me the 8.5. Lock it up. UNLV is a strange fucking team, so I am fully aware we could lose this game by 30, but they got embarrassed the other night. Pastner is still in year 1. I do believe Pastner is a player's coach. I think players like him. You get embarrassed the way you do, I think they're going to show up for this game. And this rivalry does mean something in the fucking state here. I think they could stay within 8.5. I don't think Nevada's that good, man. I actually think you're looking for your money line play of the night. Plus 290 on the Rebels. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
You're making a lot of sense. Which
they can win in Logan. They can win in Reno.
You're making a lot of sense, which I didn't want to hear. Yeah, the cocktail napkin like the pack a little bit. I will take Nevada, no bet.
I'm locking up UNLV and I'm sprinkling it on the money line. Let's go. And that is our slate. Top plays of the night, Bieniek.
Ooh.
I'm going to start things off with the one that caught my eye probably the most today. I think Green Bay is going to fuck up Cleveland State. So give me that as one of my three locks and a dog here. Give me Green Bay as the first of one. Now, this is not including Georgia Southern because that was a lock from yesterday.
Yeah.
So that one we're not even qualifying for today, right? They pushed that game over in case you're just tuning in. Where are you going?
Are we just going 1-1-1? Is that how we're doing?
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm a fucking moron. I'm singing game balls. No, 2, I will take you to the likes of Grand Canyon against Boise State. And 3, I like the whole fucking board. I think Villanova is 3, but I like a lot of the board. The dog, I think the best odds is what? UNLV, what did I say it was? Plus 290 on the money line. What else on the money line? I think that's probably the one I like most for the money line. Although Canisius is plus 600, but I'm still going UNLV money line. I think that's the more realistic chance of winning out right there. So give me the Rebels. What are you doing here, Bieniek?
How about this from Nick?
Boise no show. No show. No.
Didn't call in on dinner downtown, and they no-showed the reservation. Restaurant staff was furious.
Damn, that's like 20 people too, or 25 people or something.
Yeah, it's half the restaurant probably that they booked.
That is brutal. Where are you going here, buddy?
Yeah, so I didn't have a good money line dog today. So I'll go with the most reasonable, most valuable shot there is. It's the fucking money game, the wagon wheel. Kent State plus 520 on the line.
I like
Sprinkle a little bit.
I like it.
The Golden Flashes and Del Recco Gillespie. 8.5 Villanova. I think they win and cover pretty easily there. Dayton plus 11.5. Jumping the foxhole with Anthony Grant, getting double digits as a dog. Dayton's a good program. They go on the road here. They'll get up for the first place team in the A10 there with St. Louis. And then for the first time since November 19th, I will pick Michigan and I will lock up the Wolverines.
He's been waiting
that
for
1.5. There is that 1.5 out there on
you might need it. You might need it.
So we'll take it. But Wolverines don't need the points. They'll win it. And I'm buying what Dusty's selling. I mean, it's quite obvious. They built the roster to compete with Michigan State. They're Sparty telling you we're developed and not bought. We're passionate and not wine and cheese. Yeah. We go in there, we show them. We show them. Michigan's played their best in the biggest games of the year this year.
That is true.
That's what it is.
That is 100% true. All right, don't you normally do family dinner night, or what's happening tomorrow with that game?
Yeah, Friday night typically is like our family dinner. We also, my dad did get a promotion, so it was like, yeah, we're doing this, but it's 5. We're going at 5. It's like earlier on purpose, so we're typically a later crowd and bunch. But
shout out to Pops on the promotion. Tell him I said that. Yeah. Never met him, but tell him Dundee says congrats.
It was unexpected, so I was like, "Oh, great job, Dad! You killed it." And he was like, "Yeah, thank you." But yeah, so yeah, he chose Mom's favorite restaurant, so we're doing that. And,
okay, got that extra money, got that pep in your step. I get it. Fantastic stuff. Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77_. Give him a follow. Check out the college baseball experience as well. Moneyline McIntyre, who called out with a case of
I know.
case of scattered Morgantown ass tonight. He is on Twitter at moneyline_Mac. Carlton, who's on the slide master of late, is on Twitter at CWR9752. Give the man a fucking follow. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Also check out the College Football Experience and the FCS College Football Experience. Our whole nation, all of them come together as one on YouTube. YouTube.com/the College Experience. Appreciate it right now if you did a like, a subscribe, iTunes, Spotify, but obviously the video that you're watching right now, you could do that. It means a lot to us. Like, it helps us. Sponsors look at that shit, so we appreciate that. And thanks for rocking with us. Shout out to the chat. Always a pleasure talking with each and every one of you. And yeah, shout out to Bob Martin too, Robert Martin, and 357 and everybody, you know. Even if you don't have the bucks to throw in and help us, we're still grateful for your presence. Even that pile of shit that was talking shit to us. Fuck you, but I hope you have a great day and you get scattered ass and you lose all your bets. Till next time, folks, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
It's got me thinking about the good shit the minute that I seen your grill again. It made me good trip, good dog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit me can back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's eating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster, yeah. You know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for hope. Just get it straight cause you caught me in a good mood.